Good rising, everybody, and welcome back to Coffee Talk with me, Karen B. Of course, once again, it's another fine Moonday morning. And today, the moon is 69% waning, heading towards another new moon phase. Isn't that lovely? Thank you, everybody, for being here. Good to see you. Scott Hunter, Psyop within a Psyop, over there on Rockfin, Matrix 6, on Rumble, and all you fine folks over here on YouTube. Boston Ray Mudflood, Tommy Tell the Truth, Aurorian, Mojo Shop, Psyop within a Psyop, Tony Coriolis, Dykinator, Spicy Sarah, Alpine Endeavor, Jay, Jopo, hi from Long Island, hello Long Island, Jameson Kimbrell, Good Times for All, Aisling717, Sherry Ives, TJ Trusty, Edwin Messenger, TC Zamman, Effie Viking, Lowry, you up early, Lowry? Hi Thunder Chicken. Why do I feel like seeing Lowry in the Coffee Talk chat is a rare thing? Am I wrong about that? Hello, Artisier. Here in Guatemala, waiting the arrival and birth of daughter's second child. Nice. Nice. So listen, did you guys all see that I went and I found Finding the Curve, the complete series made by Einar Kus, which I've been bringing that up again here recently because that still is one of my favorite Flat Earth little docu-series. There's only it's a 5-series thing that he made back in 2017. So, you know, the same year that I started my YouTube channel. So this is a while ago. It's like 7 years now. And I went and I found these videos and I rewatched them, and they are still just as good today as I think I felt they were 7 years ago when I first watched them. They're beautifully made videos. The guy did a great job. Apparently now, though, he doesn't really talk about Flat Earth. He doesn't mention it in interviews. Somebody on Twitter was telling me they saw a recent interview of him and he mentioned nothing about it. But we all know, you know, once you go flat, you never go back. So, but we also know that there's a lot of people who know the Earth is flat, but they don't talk about it a lot because of the blowback they get. And I know that he was trying to be a filmmaker, and he even made these documentaries in LA when he was in LA, I think, trying to get into the filmmaking business. When he when he started waking up to the flat Earth, and so then he decided to document it, because just like the rest of us, whenever we first came across this, it was like really eye-opening. It was life-changing. It was paradigm shifting. It was like having the rug pulled out from under you. It really changes everything. It's very impactful, right? To realize that you have been lied to your entire life, literally your entire life, about where you live and your place in the universe. I mean, that is a huge freaking lie. That's a huge freaking lie. You know, and it's funny because, yeah, he's from Estonia. Because, like, I think, for many of us, myself included, Flat Earth is it's almost become like an old hat, right? You know, we're used to it. It's sort of, after so many years, after almost a decade, you become very comfortable with the fact that you don't live on a globe anymore. And it's just sort of like, yeah, whatever. You know, but I just really enjoyed watching those docs again, because it really it brought me back to that time where it was like, it was very, it was still new, and it was still felt so important, and like, there was still sort of that urgency, like, we have to tell everybody. We have to tell everybody that they're being lied to, back when we thought people gave a shit that they were being lied to. And then we all sort of found out the hard way that most people really just don't give a shit that they've been lied to. They don't want to take the time to deconstruct that lie or break down that paradigm and then have to rebuild it. It's like, no, leave me alone. And even I've even saw this post, which kind of irked me a little bit, got me a little bit triggered on Twitter, because somebody shared, I see this tweet, it's like, things I'm tired of, right? And it was like, first was flat earthers, and then it was like UFO, blah, 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 and like people, but it was like, we were being lumped in with things that are just, flat earth is just not the same as these other things. It's just not. It's not the same as the UFO conspiracists who, yes, there is a UFO phenomenon, but they're all thinking that the shit comes from outer space or there's aliens or whatever. So we already know that that's probably not the case. We're probably not being visited by alien species from, trillions and billions of light years away. I wish I could find that tweet. I think I replied to it. Let me see. Here it is. Things I've run out of patience for: flat earthers, UFO brainlets that can't see through the grift, people sucked in by the claim that all celebs and polls have been replaced by clones or actors in masks. This is not the same as these other things. I think we can all agree. It's just not the same, because you can go and investigate the Earth. You can go and investigate the claims they make about the Earth for yourself, and you can go make observations, and you can see that they are lying. You're never going to go get a hold of these people that they say are cloned, or the people that they say are, that were born a man and now they're a woman, or vice versa. You're never going to go get your hands on that person. You're never going to look inside their underpants. You're never going to get a good close-up look at their crotch so you can, positively you're not going to get any sort of, no, you're not going to get their medical records. You're never going to be able to prove most of that crap. Although, and all this stuff, like, you can't, and the UFO stuff, I mean, we all know what's going on there. See, flat earthers do see through the UFO grift, though. We are not the same. So it's like, tell me you haven't looked into it without telling me you haven't looked into it. Like, you're being willfully ignorant. A lot of the stuff that people push now, that people talk about, it does sound silly, it does sound crazy. I guess to some people, flat earth still sounds crazy, but we are not the same. Flat earth is not the same as all this other bullshit. It's just not. It's not. It can be shown to be the truth. We have debunked the globe 1,000,000 times over, and it's extremely frustrating for these, arrogant people who now, it's like, now after COVID, which, by the way, all flat earthers were onto that before it even got that far. You all had to be put on lockdown. You all had to go and like struggle. Oh, why are they doing this? It's just a blah, 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 blah. We already knew it was a grift from the beginning. All the flat earthers who were flat and aware before March 11th of 2020, we knew that shit was fake. We knew they were pulling shenanigans from the jump. And so now, 4 years later, you got all these people who were like coming out and trying to expose that there was no pandemic, that what the pandemic really was, and how, all the stuff that if I go over it now and list it out on YouTube, they'll give me a strike for, right? All the shit you're not supposed to talk about We were talking about that stuff from the beginning. From the beginning. And now all these people are catching up to us where we were 4 years ago, and they're like, trying to be all snooty. I'm so tired of flat earthers. I'm so tired of flat earthers. Yeah, well, you know what? We were the only ones here from the very beginning who knew what was going on. So you know what? We're tired of you people coming in 4 and 5 years later and still being too arrogant, too willfully ignorant, and still thinking you're too good to research flat earth, and you're still living on the cartoon ball, pushing bullshit. You're still gonna fall for some bullshit. Your bullshit detector will never be as finely honed as any flat earthers, ever. Now, that being said, there's a lot of flat earthers who go around and push ridiculous shit. But it's like, I don't know. There's a weird whole psychological thing between the extremes there, and that's a whole nother discussion. But anybody who's got half a brain, an intelligent person who has come to the realization that the Earth is not a globe, is going to have a way better BS detector than any of these other people who are catching up 3 and 4 years later. Oh, now Q is a psyop. When you were pushing Q, you guys were riding the nuts of Donald Trump. Guess what? I was never doing that. I already knew that the boots of oppression come in pairs, right? I already knew that they were playing both sides. We already knew this stuff. We've been over here for years, realizing all the stuff that now all these people are coming to the realization of, I'm so tired of flat earthers. What, you tired of flat earthers coming out here and saying, we fucking told you so? Told you so. Told you so. Yes, we did. We've had hundreds of videos removed. We were saying all this stuff from the very beginning, and we were banned, had our channels taken, had our stuff taken down. Y'all didn't see it because they came through and swept it up real quick. We were shut down. We were the ones who got called out in the Senate. Flat Earth got called out in the Senate. Not the antivirus people, not the people who don't, not those people. Not the anti-vaxxer. Flat Earthers. We got called out in Senate. You know why? Because we are the ones who have been screaming from the peaks, the mountain peaks, for years about all of this stuff. You guys are late to the party. Y'all are late to the party. And then you want to whine. Oh, I'm so tired of flat earthers. Shut up. Shut up and quit your whining. The earth is not a globe. Put your big boy pants on and deal with it. That's all I got to say about that. God, that irked me, seeing that crap. Morning rants, yes. Pray for them, Karen, as they know not what they do, right? Right? I told you so, right? Shout out to Alex, I told you so. We told you so. Oh, did somebody reply to me here? Close enough, only large bodies of calm and contained water are flat. Yeah. I mean, and then they try to say, oh, it's not flat, there's mountains and peaks and blah, blah, blah. Well, yeah, duh. But the base of it is a level plane. In other words, all the land features, all the buildings, all the mountains, all the rivers and stuff is not wrapped around a ball. It's all sitting on a level plane. All of these things occur. All of life happens on the world, which is flat like a stage. Because that saying, all the world's a stage. Yeah. Yeah, so that was one thing I was seeing on Twitter. I was just like, oh my God, you guys act like, some of these people, they got bigger followings than me. Why? Because the first thing because I talk about flat earth and all this other stuff, they want to say, oh, I'm so shadow banned. I'm so silenced. I'm so shadow banned. Man, you guys, we are the reason there is a thing called shadow banning. Don't you get it? Flat earthers are the reason why they changed the algorithms. Flat earthers are the reason why there is shadow banning. We were the first ones who took all that shit. That was us. Because we were blowing the top off of everything. Pizzagate, weather manipulation, okay? All of it. All of it. And now everybody wants to talk about it like, oh, you see what's happening. But I'm tired of these flat earthers. Man, we were the ones trying to tell you from the beginning. We were the ones. We were the ones saying it from the beginning. It was over here on the flat earther side. It just cracks me up. It's like, God, they want to act like they're so enlightened. I'm trying to talk about real issues, and here comes a flat earther trying to distract from truth. F you! Ugh. It's just frustrating. On the level. Was YouTube buffering out? Probably. Good Times for All says, if you take all the oceans and scale it down to a 1-foot pizza tray, Mount Everest would be shorter than the width of a human hair. It is flat. Right? I mean, it's just like when they tell you, actually, Zach, that reminds me of like the bullshit they would tell you when, if you scaled the whole Earth down to the size of a pool table, a cue ball, that the Earth is actually smoother than the cue ball. So the cue ball, scaled up to the size of the ball Earth, would have bigger, taller, more features on it than the actual Earth. It was ridiculous. Yeah, so that's what irked me yesterday. And then, so anyway, I hope you all got to go to, get a chance. If you didn't watch, if you haven't gone and checked out the Finding the Curve, I've got them all here on the Odyssey, because I actually tried to upload the first episode to YouTube to see what would happen on one of my backup channels, and it was automatically removed. It just said, removed. You can't put this up here. This is a video that's been previously removed from YouTube. Cannot upload it. So YouTube does not want Finding the Curve on their platform. I don't know why. It literally only talks about flat Earth in this video. There is no, I mean, because this is 2017, so there is no, virus talk. There's no vaccine talk. Nothing like that. It's only about flat Earth, but it is so well done. I guess they just don't want it there because it's such a good series. It's better than most of the stuff. I mean, 7 years later, it's still one of the best things for flat Earth that I've ever seen made. 7 years later, because he takes clips from different content creators. He'll have like clips from Jaronism, clips from DITRH, ODD TV, Eric Dubay, Flat Earth assholes in it. I fucking do not like Flat Earth asshole. He really is a true asshole in real life. I want nothing to do with that guy. But, even though he's in this, it's like, I can't deny how good and how well put together this is. The story that is told, the honest conversations that are in that series, I highly recommend. If you haven't watched it, watch it. I made a playlist out of it right here. Finding the Curve 2017 Enar Kusk playlist. So I just highly suggest that you guys go check it out. And follow my Odyssey channel. Now, I'm not very good about updating my Odyssey channel, but for stuff that cannot be put on YouTube, or things that get taken down off of YouTube, this is a great place to stash those things. So Finding the Curve is over here. I think I might actually put it together and upload it to Rockfin too and see how that goes, because I feel like everybody should watch this. Everybody should watch this. It is so entertaining, and it just sucks you in. Like whenever I just start watching, like a piece of it comes up and I'm just like it's a really good series. This is the type of when I talk about like myself wanting to make flat Earth documentaries, like truly, this is sort of in the line of what I would like to do, something like that. Not exactly, but it would definitely be different content and be different discussions now, but something like this, where you have a series of you know, raw, honest discussion, investigation, all the things, you know. It's just so good. Budapest, somewhere between Budapest and Vienna. Oh wow, Richard B, cool. It must be nice over there this time of year. I would like to go back over there when it's warmer, because I was in Hungary when it was February and it was freezing and it was so cold it hurt. All the Hungarians left that place, by the way. That place was a ghost town. And I was like, what? There's nobody here. And then it got so cold that lake froze, Lake Balaton, we were doing the laser. Oh my God. I have never, ever been in a colder environment than Lake Balaton in late February when the lake is freezing. It was so cold it hurt. It hurt. It hurt. I endured full body pain to try to do these experiments for you guys. I hope you guys appreciate what we went through, because it sucked. It sucked being on Lake Balaton when it was freezing like that. That was the worst. I never, ever, ever care to go back there at that time of year. I would, however, like to go back in the summertime to see what it's like when it's pretty. What a nightmare. Plain and simple. Welcome to Based. Hey, thank you for joining the channel. People should subscribe to the Rebellion Telegram channel too. Yeah, if you're on Telegram, we have a Flat Earth chat. It's called the Flat Earth Rebellion. The link to it is in the description of all my videos. It is a public chat. Anybody can join. You just have to fill out the little CAPTCHA to prove you're a human, and you'll be good. Yeah, enjoy your trip, Richard. You want to go to Finland? I actually would like to go to see, I want to see the Northern Lights. So, Ted wants to go to Svalbard to see the Northern Lights. I would like to do that sometime. I don't know if that would be worse or the same as Hungary. I think Hungary was worse because they had this wind. Because it's like that lake, right? That big flat lake there. It's like the biggest inland lake in Europe or something like that. They had this cold, freezing wind with like ice, like in your face. Oh, I never want to experience that ever again. I hate the cold. I hate it. It was bad. Oh, you know what? I gotta open my phones. I forgot to hook up my phone line.
Welcome to the conference center. You are a host.
All right. 848-222-2480. Anybody wants to call in and chit chat with me at any point during the show? Just letting you know what's up. I want to see so many places in Europe. Yes. Madagascar, Cami. The seed vaults in Svalbard. Yeah. I want to go to Madagascar. Have you guys seen the crystals that come from Madagascar? You know where else? Like, there's so many places that have beautiful crystals. China. China actually looks like a really interesting place to go. I know everybody talks crap about the Communist Republic of China, blah, blah, blah. Although I had a friend who went to China back like 20 years ago, and she came back. She said it was interesting. That it was cool. She saw a lot of cool stuff. Road trip, yeah. The lights dip into the 43rd parallel here, but last time it was total cloud cover. Oh. Easter Island. Right? There are so many places. Oh, Billington, you don't even know, man. I would have had like 5 pairs of pants on in Balaton. I was like, how many pairs of pants can I put on here? Because it was so free. I had no idea. Like, I should have got Gore-Tex going over there. I had no idea how cold it was. Like, I brought, you know, thermals and warm stuff, like all the warm stuff I could. It wasn't enough. Bosnian pyramids, yes. Yeah. You guys, see how you guys are all naming all these cool places to go? This is just a side note. This is why I don't think we live in a prison planet, because look at all you people naming all the places you want to go. Do you guys think you're going to see all these places? I know I'm not going to see all these places. I don't know anybody who lives on this earth and has seen every single place, been to every, you know, there's not very many people who've been to every continent. This place is so huge. You're never going to see the whole thing in your entire lifetime. So, to me, how can this be a prison planet if there are so many places here that you could never see all of it in your lifetime? How could it be a prison then? That's too big. Not that I don't think it's possible that they could be hiding stuff, but I mean, this place is huge. Huge. You know, I don't know how many people would ever be able to see everything they want to see in their lifetime. So, to me, that's like a big clue that we don't live in a prison planet. It's not a prison. It's not a wasteland. It's not the remnants of a old mining field by giants or any of that dumb shit either. Anyway, Johnny Cash did. Oh yeah, I've been everywhere, man. I've been everywhere. I love that song. My ex's son was a teacher in China. Yeah. Antarctica has pyramids that dwarf the pyramids of Giza. I think there's something to the idea that we are slaves as much as we want to be, right? The universe is mental. All is mind. All is mind. It's all about your state of mind. If inside your mind you're a slave, then you're a slave. I think, yeah. Yeah. Anyways, Balaton sucked in February. Sucked. It was funny too. If you, I would have to go back into my hard drives and see if I could find those old videos, because we had these Zoom calls when we were in Balaton. So we're out on the lake in Balaton, you know, and we're all hooked up in the Zoom call talking to each other from different locations. And then we had people in America in the Zoom call too, like watching us, right? They were laughing at me because I kept saying how cold it was. I was like, oh my God, it's so cold. And they started laughing at me because I could not. I was like, dude, every few minutes I was like, oh my God, I'm so cold, because it was so freaking cold. It hurt. It was bad. I don't even know how I managed to get through that. Anybody who knows me in real life, like, I'm such a weenie when it comes to the cold. I think maybe it was made worse by going to Balaton and being in that freezing weather. I think I even got worse about cold weather after that. I was like, hell no. Get me out. Get me out. In my mind, I'm stoned. Hey, Ben. So, yeah, if you haven't watched Finding the Curve, you guys, please go watch it. I feel like this is like a must-watch. It's a must-watch. Seriously. I wanted to do a watch party on YouTube, but I think that it would be bad because they immediately deleted it when I tried to upload it to the backup channel. So yeah. There you go. Did you post the Amanda Vollmer talk? I have not posted the Amanda Vollmer talk. Oh my God, I need to get back to that. You know what? I started doing the Dave Murphy talk, and I think I'm missing Dave Murphy footage. Alex actually, I don't know if you still have all that video uploaded. I had downloaded everything. I looked through every video. I was editing Dave Murphy's talk because I was going in order, and I was editing Dave Murphy's talk and trying to put it all together, and then it just cuts off, and I went to try to find the next video to finish, and it's gone. I cannot find the complete video to Dave Murphy's talk. So, once that happened, I kind of got, and then I stopped. And then the eclipse happened, and I still haven't even finished editing my eclipse footage because it's the time of year when things are getting busy. You know, I have children that I have to take care of. And then Friday, oh my God, these 3 dogs came on my property and they slaughtered every chicken in my flock. Can you believe it? Oh, Ted and I were so devastated this last Friday. Every single chicken. Some stupid country bumpkin around here let their dogs get loose. So there's like this pack of 3 dogs. One of them was a pit. One of them was some kind of terrier mix. And the other one looked like some kind of collie. It had long black hair, shaggy black hair, or whatever. These 3 dogs came to my property. They busted into my chicken pen. My chickens are not free range. We have the fenced in area around all of our chickens. But they busted through the doorway, the little gate thing that we had made to get in and out of the pen. They busted through that. They went in there. They killed every single chicken. Every single one. My entire flock got wiped out Friday. Ted came. I mean, we were so pissed off. I mean, we were almost going to kill some dogs. Ted got the shotgun out. Luckily, the dogs ran off. Well, lucky for them, they ran off because they would have been dead dogs. They would have been dead dogs. So, yeah. I can't catch a break, it seems like. Yeah. Yeah. Ted tried to grow tobacco last year. You know, not one of those tobacco seeds even germinated. I'm not sure what's the best. Karen Yellowknife has amazing northern lights. You feel like you can touch them. Ooh. Candace Owens. Yeah, Candace Owens is dead. Yeah, my son named one of our chickens Candace Owens. Yeah. Yeah, luckily they have chicks in the farm stores now. I know. We weren't even gonna raise chicks this year because we had a good flock going. We had plenty. Then Friday, they all got wiped out. I was like, Jesus, are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? Every single chicken. They killed my beautiful sapphire gem gray chicken named Moon. I liked that chicken. She was a good chicken. FE Viking have 24 hens killed by fox and raccoons last summer. Still have 8 left. Oh my gosh. Man, it's rough, man. It sucks. Everything likes chicken, though. So, what are you gonna do? So, I mean, I guess it's a learning experience, though, you know? Now we know what the weak spot in our chicken enclosure is. We're gonna fix it. We're gonna build a proper gate to get in and out of the chicken enclosure. Because the rest of it's fine. I mean, we've been keeping raccoons out. We had shelter. We lost 1 chicken to a hawk, but you know they have enough cover now that they weren't. You know that wasn't really an issue. So now we're gonna fix that, build a proper door, and a proper gate in and out of the enclosure so that it can't just be pushed open by some stupid meathead dog. Yeah. They need light to germinate. Just sprinkle them onto the tray. Use a humidity dome. Yeah, it's not the dog's fault. I definitely blame the owner, but the dog would pay the price. You know what I'm saying? If I walked out, or, you know, if we walked out into the middle of it happening, we would have been well within our rights to terminate those dogs on the spot. And I would have, if I'd have had the chance. But it is the owner's fault, but the dog pays the price, you know? And I've thought about getting my drone out and like scanning the neighborhood to see if I can find those dogs and going over there to the owners and being like, your dogs wiped out my entire flock of birds. You let these, it's probably white trash people. 30 chicks in one night through a 1-inch gap. Oh my God, Thunder Chicken. Makes me not liking to eat chicken. I mean, I eat lots of chicken, but those chickens were not for food. Those chickens were my egg layers. They took my egg layers. Well, I mean, I saw the dogs. We saw them in the backyard, like standing over our slaughtered chickens, and we ran out there, and then the dogs took off. You know? Probably because they knew what they dogs know when you're pissed. Especially because Ted ran out there yelling. He's like, ah! But really what he should have done is just went and got the gun. But, whatever. Whatever. Seriously. Snare wire. Oh, I got callers. Okay, let's answer these calls. Thank you for calling Coffee Talk. You're on with Karen B.
Good morning, Karen.
Good morning.
This is Anonymous from Dallas.
All right. What's going on?
Say, I heard that there was some sort of debate, a flat Earth on Infowars, I guess, with Alex Jones or something like that. Where can I find that tape or that rebroadcast?
It was between Austin Whitsitt and Harrison Smith, I think his name is. His name's Harrison from Infowars. It should be on Whitsitt. You know who Whitsitt Gets It is, right? Austin Whitsitt?
That's why I called, because I was like driving home one day and I was listening to some old podcast, and then y'all mentioned, or Margaret, somebody mentioned it, and I said, Whitsitt what? And you can't type and drive your car on a cell phone at the same time. You just can't.
Yeah.
But it's Whitsitt. W-I-T.
Here, I'm gonna put the link. Okay, because I rebroadcasted it. I had a watch party on my channel, but if you want to watch it like uninterrupted, the actual broadcast, I just put the link in the YouTube chat. It's on.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay.
I got the YouTube open now. I'm kind of trying to multi. There it is. Okay, perfect.
Yes. So that is the uncut, just straight debate from Infowars that they played. And then, of course, you'll find other people in their commentary and stuff all around. But yeah, that's I think also on Whitsitt's channel, you'll see that he's got he went over it and, he had some live streams about it. But yeah, there you go.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Yeah, I'm new to Flat Club. I called a couple of weeks ago on Mark's program, and it was a hoot. There was a lot of stuff going on that day, and I think it was just before the eclipse or something. But I really appreciate it, you guys. You've done so much good work over the years, and I'm really sorry. I apologize on Mark's show, but I apologize to you. You had the convention here in Dallas, and it was, 2019, I think it was? I wanted to go, but work and all, and I just couldn't go. So I'm really looking to try to start a meetup here, a monthly or something like that. I just haven't got around to doing it. But Dallas is such a big place, you'd think. You'd think there would be something going on, but there's not.
Well, there you go. There's your opportunity. Start it there. I know there's a lot of flat earthers in Dallas, so you just got to pick a place and a time, and and you let me and Mark know, and then we'll promote it and tell everybody you're doing it, and then you'll have people start showing up.
Absolutely. Yeah, it's important. I like Mark's attitude about the whole thing. It's, you don't necessarily have to be just strictly flat Earth. It leads to a lot of other different questioning of different things. And the message is all about hope. It isn't about, I'm right, you're wrong. It's just, if we kind of expand our minds and think differently about things, maybe the world will get better. I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm off work today. I got to get my teeth worked on. So this is very, very rare that I can actually talk to you.
Oh.
I need to maybe start taking Mondays off and just hang out on the show and just hang out with you guys. Okay. Thank you so much.
All right. Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Bye. There you go. A new to the Flat Club. We love when we have new members of the Flat Club, don't we, people? Yes, we do. We love it. Infowars, a conspiracy moneymaker. Yeah. Yeah. It's so funny. Like, I was dying laughing. Anybody who watched the watch party with me the other day, what was it? Last Tuesday? Yeah. When Alex Jones decides to come on the set, like partway through or like 2/3 of the way through, and he starts, I want to know if all the planets are flat too. Listen, Alex Jones already had a flat earth conversation with David Weiss, like a long time ago. He is not new to the flat earth idea. He should know better than to come on and say that stupid straw man bullshit line, I just want to know if all of the other planets are flat too. I mean, come on, dude. That is clearly they're mocking and being disruptive, right? Obviously. Don't send a new person a tray if you don't know their humor. Yes, Jenny, I agree with this. Thank you for calling Coffee Talk. You're on with Karen B.
Hey, Karen, it's Rasta Bear.
Hey, what's up?
Hey, no, I'm just at the dentist. I'm about to get my 2 front teeth put back in because I knocked them out years ago in a skateboarding accident. So, like, I'm getting them fixed up and my grill looking pretty.
Nice.
It's been a minute, it's nice to get dental work done. And, yeah, this weekend yesterday I laid down some music with the legendary reggae artist from Jamaica, Wayne Daniel, and we put some stuff on my YouTube. We're making an album right now, actually. I'm using like Negan's bat from The Walking Dead, Lucille, as like a stage prop, and I also fire up a chainsaw on stage, like with my act, like when the band's playing, like the chainsaw is my musical instrument. It's like, in a haunted house where they like roll out of the guy chases you out at the end. It like gives you that shell shock when I turn on the chainsaw. And it's like on the stage. And I walked into this bar the other night with it, and people were just like all freaked out. Like the doorman, he's like, you can't bring a chainsaw in here because it's in a case. It's in like an orange case, and it looks like an instrument because it is my musical instrument. It's my chainsaw. And so I fired that thing up, and it's like, the old death metal stuff. It's like it's like the missing link to like having a big stage show. And it's pretty epic. But yeah, I'm really blessed to be working with this legendary artist Wayne Daniel. Like he's like been in the council of like Dennis Brown and so many other legendary reggae artists. He flew all the way here from Jamaica, and it was almost like our destiny to meet one another. Like he's just like, we connected, and we do Taco Tuesday every Tuesday here in Portland at the Smart Donkey. And then this weekend we're doing a big reggae festival. It's called PDX Reggae, and it's going to be having Alcyon Massive, who's my favorite artist of all time. Like he's a legendary. He's from down in Southern Oregon, and I'm going to be singing with him on the stage alongside Sister Carol and Papa Wastic. And I'm just so blessed to have this opportunity to actually like be able to pick up a microphone and sing, because like I've always wanted to do it, but I've always been afraid to like step out of my shell. And now I'm embracing my true self, my destiny of being an artist. And it's just such a blessing to be able to do that.
Cool.
Yeah. Last, about a week or so ago, Boston Ray and we released a track called Go Gadget Livestream, and I shout you out on the track in Coffee Talk. I don't know if you've had a chance to hear it yet.
Oh, I didn't even know you guys did that.
Yeah, it's on Boston Ray's channel. It's Go Gadget Livestream. You can pull his channel up, and it's on there. And it's a dope song. We shout out Dose of Reality and Tommy Tell the Truth. And, we shout out a whole slew of people. And I did it all freestyle, one take. Nothing, just all freestyle. And so I hope you get a chance to hear it, and let me know what you think about it, because I really I love your show, and I wanted to show you guys love. For your part of getting me where I'm at on my truth journey. Like, it's been so crucial. I mean, you've done so much for me, coming over there to Flattoberfest and being able to come and hang out at your sacred spot with you and Ted and Brian and Carrie and, everybody that, I got to meet Bob and Cammie and have dinner with you guys. Jason, and it was just I just feel so humbled and blessed to be, to have you guys as a community. And so that's why I wanted to show you all love and shout you all out in the show, in the song. And I'm going to shout other people out, as we go along, because I'm really trying to connect all the dots and bring everyone together.
Right on. That's really cool.
Yeah.
Well, thank you for doing that.
So, yeah. Like I say, thank you for doing what you do. I love your show every Monday. It gives me a chance to wake up and balance out. And I love, everybody in the chat, being able to just say what's up to everybody. And it's a fresh start to Monday morning, when you wake up and you just don't want to start the week, and then you wake up and you hear your show, and you have a little meeting place. Because I've been thinking about how a lot of our shows and stuff, they tend to be a lot like therapy sessions. We fire up the live stream, and we all get on, and sometimes we have different points of views on things, but we hash things out, and we dive to the bottom of where truth really is, to the core of it. Mm-hmm. And so it's like we get free therapy sessions, where we can actually learn how to deal with issues and even how to debate on topics. These debates that we watch and see, I mean, it gives us powerful tools in life to be able to go out into the world and handle these situations with all these ignorant folks that are out there who don't have a damn clue about this world. They're just out there, and they're just, they don't even want access to the truth or the answers. And we have to handle their lives on a daily basis. We have to learn how to navigate around these fools. They're just they choose to be fools, because that's just how they can't, if they bought any of this truth, it would shatter all their existence, all their reality, to the point where they would have to start all over. And we've been working on starting all over for years now, and we've been okay with that. It's been a beautiful experience because it's been a rebirth, and they're not prepared to be reborn. And that's what, that's why it's like, it's so blessed and sacred that we can come together as a council of people of truth and be able to have that.
Yeah.
Yeah, like, we're very blessed to be able to have eyes to see, because like it's obviously a rare thing, like we're a small fraction of humanity that's holding on for like hopes of our children and our future to be able to have truth as our foundation, because everything else is going to shatter at some point. All their lies are going to come tumbling down, and then they're going to realize that they have nothing of value to like have as a core principle, because they don't have any truth left over.
Huh.
So, that being said, I got to get into the dentist and get my 2 front teeth done. So, if you want to check out that song, like I say, like, you're free to play it whenever on your shows too. Like, we're gonna be dropping a full album here soon. I've been working on some stuff for a single album too. Like, I'm doing like a Sublime type, infusion with like, I'm gonna refix a few songs. Like, I've got this one song, Bad Fish, like from Sublime, but I'm spelling it with a PHISH, Bad Fish. And it's a mixture of like the Bad Fish song, but then it's also a story of when I ran away from home to follow fish when I was 16, and like my mom finding me on a park bench in a campground in Pennsylvania on part of the tour. And it's a whole story of me telling my story, like with the hip hop style with Sublime. And then, like obviously some Bob Marley mixed in with a whole slew of other type of things. So yeah, my Andre 420, aka Dr. Hawthorne, aka Chainsaw Man, because I'm infusing also, like my story is exactly like Eminem from 8 Mile. He lived up in a trailer park in Michigan in 8 Mile, and I lived up in a trailer park in Forks, Washington, which is where Twilight's from. And we drive up we moved up there during COVID. We moved up to Forks, Washington, to escape the madness of Portland, Oregon. And so we went up there, and that's where I got my chainsaw in that trailer park, and my dog Poochie, which is like the dog in Chainsaw Man, is Poochita. And I didn't even know about Chainsaw Man until I came back down to Portland and got my chainsaw. We had a white rabbit up in the trailer park when Rabbit was the name of the character in 8 Mile from Eminem. And Eminem and I both have had their babies' mamas abandon them for their, left us with our daughter. He has Haley Jane. I have Cassidy and my daughter Luna, who her mom has abandoned us for over a year and a half, and she got into the fentanyl or whatever, and she's just she's just in a dark place. And so Eminem and I have like the similar stories, but he's of dark energy. He's of like, where it's like the yin and the yang, where he's like of the darkness, and I'm of the light, of pure energy, of white energy. So I'm all about truth and righteousness. He signed a contract with the devil, and so like he's coming out with an album this year called The Death of Slim Shady, and mine's gonna be the birth of Andre 420, the birth of a new generation, a new era of hip hop music that's gonna crush these fools. Because I'm coming out with a track that's going after Kanye West. We're walking his wife around like a dog on a leash with her nakedness and just being perverted. Like, we don't even know if it's the real Kanye anymore, if it's a clone. And then also on top of that, I'm going after R. Kelly, P. Diddy, all these fools that are, clearly, I mean, look at Taylor Swift. She's dressing like a snake now in the videos, because like the veil has been unlifted from this eclipse. The veil has been unlifted, and so now these people who have sold their soul to the devil, they have to reveal themselves as the snakes that they are, because they can no longer hide it. And so that's part of like the whole unveiling and the switching out of the lens with this eclipse coming through was just a switching of the truth is being revealed with the jibba jabba and everything else. So
All right.
I got to go to the dentist now, but I love you.
All right. Well, thank you for calling.
Yeah, have a wonderful, blessed day, and we'll chat again soon. Tell Ted I said hi. I love you guys.
All right. Take care.
And
Give her the gun emoji. Sometimes it's like there's like a stream of consciousness that comes out. Thank you for calling Coffee Talk. You're on with Karen B.
How you doing, Karen? Good morning.
Good. How are you?
Good. This is Genesis Elijah just calling back. I watched that watch party with you the other day, and how did that whole interview come to be?
I think it was on Twitter. I think Infowars, Harrison was saying, "Hey, who do you want to see me debate?" And of course, you know, anytime flat earthers see that, they're like, "Oh, debate us," right? So I think what happened is a bunch of Witzit's followers, a bunch of people on Twitter spammed his post and were like, "You need to debate Witzit." And so he did.
Okay. And the reason why I asked is because I used to watch Infowars back in the day a lot. But, and then I haven't watched them for years for some reason, out of sight, out of mind. And then it just started coming back because some of, I've been seeing it with a lot of the events that, current events that be happening lately. I see them pop up. I see, Alex Jones and his rowdiness go up, with how he speaks loud. And, when I was younger though, I used to watch him a lot, but that interview disappointed me a lot because, the debate, because I used to think that they were really trying to, help the people with the information that they put out there. But then when I see people trying to be truthers and trying to say, hey, okay, let's preempt this and this is happening, this is what they're trying to do. When I see people out there doing that, but then kind of brush off flat earth, like almost like if it's a non-factor, it disappoints me. I think that it almost seems like it turns them into like a controlled opposition. Is that bad to say?
No.
It almost seemed like they are like a controlled opposition now. Anybody that claims to be a truther, but then kind of dismisses the flat earth, which I think is one of the biggest lies told to us about the global earth.
I agree.
And they dismiss that, but claim to be truthers, like, hey, we're telling you the truth, we're trying to help your life, and da da da. Mm-hmm. But then dismiss the flat earth.
Yeah.
I call cap on them.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I mean? I have to call cap on them, because it's like, that's one of the major, I think a lot of these lies are centered around that. And then how Hollywood, which is like one of the main, mind raping organizations, media, and how they push space and how they push round earth so tough. Mm-hmm. So they push it so tough into our lives for a reason. The lie has to be there for a reason, to keep us away from the truth. And so,
Yes.
you know, with them saying, oh, they're Infowars and da da da, and then boom, you know, we're helping and da da da, but then flat earth subject comes up and it's like,
And they're mocking
you know,
it.
show me this.
Right. And they mock it
Yes,
by
yes.
saying ridiculous stuff like, I
Right.
just want to know if all the other planets are flat too. Oh my God. That shit drove me crazy.
Yeah, that drove me nuts. I'm listening to this and I was just super pissed off and disappointed. Like, wait, hold on. Like, you know, you need to look into a matter before really talking crap about it. You know what I mean? Like, talking all this smack about it. Like, really look into it. Like, why
Yeah.
are we coming out of nowhere and saying, okay, this is an issue, this is a problem, you know, and why is it hitting so hard for, you know, for such a long time and it's not going away? Why does the president talk about it? Why would they bring it up?
Mm-hmm.
You know, and then, you know, you got all of these people, you know, talking about it and you know, celebrities coming out and saying, hey, yeah, this is actually true. This, you know, the earth is it's flat, you know.
Mm-hmm.
And so you got these people saying it, and then, you know, they mock us with it in TV shows, you know, they put it in cartoons, they put it everywhere. And then Alex Jones just comes out and mocks it. Come on. I was pissed. I was mad. I'm like, come on, you guys are supposed to be helping us. Like, come on, really look into this matter. Really look, you know, Dubé been going for a long time. Murphy, you know,
Dave Murphy.
Release,
Yeah.
Murphy, you know, they've been going for a long time. And it's like you can't really refute a lot of the things that they say. ODD, all these guys, they've been going for a minute. Sergeant, I'm like, they've been going for such a long time, and we're getting more and more information. Why did they stop the cameras? Why did they stop the people? You know, the 1000s, right? And making them so that people can't get them. You know, so because of all the, you know, effort that people are making into proving that the earth is actually flat, that what they have told us is actually BS. And then this guy goes on there and does a debate, and then all of these arguments that he's throwing, all of these things that he's throwing back at our guy was trash. It almost seemed like willful ignorance.
Oh,
you
it
know
is.
what I mean? It was like,
Yeah.
I'm like, what?
Mm-hmm. And then
I
in the debate,
so upset with that.
yeah, and in the debate, he said, "Oh, I haven't done the research, but the globe makes perfect sense." It's like, what?
Yes, that's what. Yes, I know. I remember that. I was like, come on. now, feelings. That's a feelings-based answer right there. You know, that's just like, okay, I went to school and I was trained by school, and it seems about right. What? Who does that? But we do. I think people, you know, but it was just disappointing to say, you know, people who claim to be truthers. It's like, don't claim to be a truther and out there. I don't know. Maybe I'm just being too harsh. I just feel like, and maybe, you know, I shouldn't feel this way, but just using my intellect, thinking about this, I just think that anybody who's claiming to be helping the lesser guys, the people that are not the elite, okay, who's trying to find their way in this world, and you're trying to show them the information and claim to say, okay, I got the truth for you, you know, look out for this, prep your house for this, and why are they building bunkers over here, and you want to say all of this, but then when a flat earther comes and say, oh yeah, and they're lying to us about this, and you say, oh, no.
Right.
What? Really? Yeah. I just don't understand. I don't understand that. And I mean, I feel strongly about it because I've been going through trying to flat smack a lot of people in my area, and, you know, just the hate that you get back. And I mean, people get very angry, you know, when you talk to them about such things. And, you know, and I teach my kids, and now they're going to their church and their school. They're like, the earth is not round. You know what I mean? And they're debating with the kids at the school, and then got the kids and going back to their parents like, is this true? Well, you know, it's like it's important to get this information out there to open up the minds of the people, and I think flat Earth is a major factor in the conspiracies that we're going through on this earth. I really do.
I
You know,
agree.
why do they put it in movies? Why do they push space everywhere? Saturn is in almost every movie.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna let you go with this. If you ever remember Total Recall with Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Yep.
Back in the day, you remember that movie?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, one of my favorite parts in the movie, and it wasn't until I got into the flat Earth when I used to always think like, about little gems and little things, but in that movie, it's so funny. And Saturn, I think, is one of the main planets that these elite people worship. I think ODD had a whole thing about Saturn and all of this on his platform, but it's so funny. He wants to go to Mars. Arnold Schwarzenegger wants to go to Mars. And his wife, played by, I think, Sharon Stone, she's like, no, why don't you go to, out of all planets, Saturn? I'm like, why would she suggest that? But I think that's just was a testament to Saturn worship or whatever.
Yeah.
Just one of the things that went along the lines with what ODD was saying about Saturn and the occult or whatever,
Mm-hmm.
and how the elite worship the occult. But I just found it interesting that out of all the planets that she would name or all the places she would name to go to, he's trying to get to Mars, and she pushes Saturn.
Mm-hmm.
Prometheus, the movie, has Saturn in the background. A lot of movies, if you look at them, has the Saturn-like structure of a movie in the background. And I just thought that was very interesting. This is all having to do with them pushing space, pushing the worship of these entities and all of this. And I just kind of thought that, so I just wanted to throw that out there. I just thought that was funny. I was watching the movie the other day, so it came to mind. But yeah, thanks for letting me call and rant a little bit about Infowars. I was very disappointed with how they handled that. I was happy for the guy was sticking to the guns, getting to the points. NASA, doing all of this stuff. And I wanted to ask you, I have been sending messages, but I guess you don't really look at the ones in like Twitch or whatever. But I have been asking you, did you ever see that video floating around on Twitter about the astronaut whose face mask or helmet filled with water when he was doing a spacewalk?
Yeah, I did hear about that.
Oh, do you think that was like a legit story, or?
Well, I mean, we all think they do their spacewalks underwater in the pool. So for us, we were like, oh, they had a leak in their, and it's just...
that's exactly.
Yeah.
I was just wondering if you saw that or posted it up, because I just thought it was so funny. The guy was like, he drowned. He was about to drown. His whole face mask filled with water during his spacewalk. I'm like, how does that happen?
Mm-hmm.
So, during a spacewalk, your face mask fills up with water? Really? Come on. And I just wondered if you guys saw that. So, yeah, I was just asking. But, okay. All right, I'm going to get off the phone now. I got work to do. But thanks for letting me call in, and you have a good day.
All right. Thank you. You too. Yeah. Twitch messages? Yeah, I was like, wow. Is he talking about chat or like actual messages? I didn't even know we could get messages in Twitch, to be honest with you. Yeah. I have no idea. So yeah, NASA review underway. NASA is halting all spacewalks at the International Space Station over concerns about the safety of decades-old spacesuits after water. So we have these decades-old spacesuits that we are supposed to believe that they take out into the vacuum of space, the harsh elements of space. They have the same spacesuits for decades. Man. This is crazy. Like, I'm telling you, if your life depended on getting in that suit and going out into the harsh environment of space that is trying to kill you, if you believe heliocentric nonsense, of course, would you be getting in a suit that was decades old? Hell no. Hell no. Nope. So much nope. But anyway, yeah, just more BS. Actually, Brian, since you're in chat, I was watching. Let's go back to the just to go back to discussing the behind Finding the Curve documentary. Now, who here watched this? This documentary is where we got flat smacking people from, right? However, when I went and rewatched it, it doesn't say flat smack in the documentary. Now it says flat slap. It says flat slap, and there's a flat slap counter. Was it flat slap or was it flat smack? Is that Mandela? Who remembers watching this video 7 years ago? Was it flat smack or flat slap? Because now it says flat slap, but we all have been saying flat smack. So, did we change it? Or was it all, I can't remember. So that's interesting. That was the one interesting thing I noticed watching that thing again. I don't know. The Curiosity rover that lasted, well, still does, I think, 17 years? Yeah. Smack. Right? Smack. So, like, here, I don't want to play too much of this because you're not supposed to have this on YouTube, but look. Flat slap counter. It says flat slap. I thought it was flat smack.
Spending 3 hours a set.
Well, but here, let me see me. Because, and then there's like a smacking sound. Oops.
With light,
That's interesting. That's interesting.
Felix Baumgartner, spending 3 hours ascending over New Mexico, should have landed
See?
2,500
Flat
miles
slap
west
counter.
into the Pacific Ocean, but instead landed a few dozen miles east of the takeoff point. 23.
That's
Such
interesting.
nonsense by
That's
rain.
That is interesting. That's interesting.
That's interesting. That's interesting.
Likewise.
See? So I was like, when I was watching this, I was like, dude, was that flat smack or was it flat smack? Hey, Gnostic Academy, Marty, why are you tipping me again? I love you. Thank you, sir. I always heard flat smack or flat tap is a soft approach. Flat slap doesn't sound as good, right? Anyway, that's one thing I thought was interesting when I watched it. I was like, I thought it was flat smack. Rhesus Monkey Island. Yeah, so, anyway, everybody remembers it as flat smack, not flat slap, right? I don't know. It could have always been flat slap. Honestly, don't remember. But I just know that we all say flat smack. And then Suzanne, when she made her truth smacks, I don't know. A little weird. The new ISS movie sucked. Watched it on the plane. What's the new ISS movie? I can't remember what it is. Oh, it's just called ISS. What's the plot? NASA astronaut and former Marine Kira Foster travels with fellow American Christian Campbell to the International Space Station. Once there, they greet their teammates, fellow American astronaut Commander Gordon Barrett, and Russian cosmonauts. Blah blah blah. Despite the language barrier and cultural differences, the Americans and Russians get along well. Blah blah blah. Later, while working, she noticed numerous massive nuclear explosions across the United... Oh, okay, this is where they're all in the ISS and then war breaks out on Earth while they're in space. And on the ISS. How dumb. What a dumb plot. I might watch it. Me and Ted might watch it to laugh at it. Hilarious. Is there a preview? I want to watch a preview. Trailer. I don't think I've even watched the trailer. Let's see.
From all of us down here in Mission Control, welcome to space.
The Russians always knock 3 times.
I think it's just a superstition.
Down to Gonky Park, listening to the winds of change.
Whoa. I mean, I've seen pictures, but this is...
We don't talk politics.
Oh,
here we're
God.
one.
Hey, guys.
Wait a minute, what the hell is going on down there?
Oh, whoa.
We gotta get up now, guys. Let's get out.
Oh, my God.
Right, so look at the whole world is in flames below them.
War has broken out below. And we were told to take the ISS by any means necessary.
If we got orders from our government to take control,
then so do they. How cheesy.
What do you suggest we do now?
Hold on. I have a question. If war has broken out on Earth, what in the fuck good is it gonna do to have control of the ISS? The ISS doesn't have any weapons on it. What the hell good is it to take control of the ISS? The thing's just falling around the Earth. Why would that have any significance at all if the world is literally burning? How dumb. The plot itself is just dumb. Just dumb. Oh my god. So dumb.
the Russians got the same orders as us. And they just struck first.
Struck first?
Turns out in space they can hear you scream. So
We're
dumb.
Evolved species.
This might be good to watch as like a comedy. Might be good to watch as like a... I feel like that's a comedy. Pass on that shit, right? So ridiculous. They can't even feed themselves. Oh my god! Everything's being destroyed by nuclear bombs! Get control of the ISS! What a dumb fucking plot! That's the dumbest plot I've ever heard in my life. That is the dumbest shit I ever heard. I mean, no wonder they keep remaking movies in Hollywood. They cannot think of anything good, new, They can't write any new stories. They're a bunch of retards over there, man. Ugh, so dumb. They said the Russians struck first, right? Yeah, they want the Russians are the enemy now. That is the worst plot I have ever. I mean, just even if I believed in space, if I believed we still lived on a globe, even if I thought all that shit was real, that is the dumbest plot ever. Ever. Who would give a shit about the ISS if the literal world was on fire? Nobody. Nobody would give a shit about the ISS. So dumb. So dumb. Like Civil War. I heard that movie was dumb too. Like you couldn't even I don't know. I haven't watched it. I'm curious to watch it just to see how they portrayed it, because somebody was saying that even that stupid Civil War movie, they made it like throughout the movie purposely and made it so you couldn't tell who was good and who was bad and whatever. You know, I just would like to get to a point where their propaganda just is powerless, right? I would just like, even if people don't all understand that they don't live on a globe, if you could just understand that everything that comes out of mainstream media, everything on TV is meant to sway your opinion or to influence your outlook on the world or to make you think a certain way. It's programming. It's propaganda. I just wish more people would realize that. Just that alone would make a huge difference. Because they have to continue the human race, right? Nobody gives a shit now about the ISS, right? Oh. Cody Bocephus on Rockfin says, I had a baby chick get snatched by a hawk on Friday. My wife saw it happen. Yeah? That sucks. Who is this bitch spamming my chat in, whatchamacallit, on, yeah, bye bitch. Sucks because the chat features on, what do you call it? Rumble are not so great. Some whore in here spamming her OnlyFans bullshit. Bye, whore. I do not want whores in my chat spamming their whorish shit. Go spam your horse shit somewhere else. Thank you. Bye. It's almost time for NASA to build a new ISS, right? You believe they used the slogan "Flatten the Curve" because flat Earth was growing so fast? They could, because back when there was some flat earthers who were trying to use the term black swan for that picture, remember? And then they turned on other flat earthers who didn't know what they were doing, and who, like myself, when I was like, what you mean black swan? We see too far all the time. We see stuff we shouldn't be able to see on the globe. It's not a black swan. And then they attacked me and said that they were waging war. Well, anyway, when all that stuff was going on about the black swan, then the mainstream media started using the term black swan again right at that same time to describe the financial situation. It was something about the economy. It was like some black swan event in the economy. And so then, and when you type in black swan, all this stuff about the economy would come up, and nothing about flat earth or the picture with the platforms that went too far, the oil platforms, that picture. And I do think that they do that. I think that they co-opt stuff that we say all the time to muddy the waters with the search terms. It's like, it's obvious, right? Literally don't know what OnlyFans is. I'm either too old or winning. Marty, I wish I didn't know what OnlyFans is. I wish I didn't know. They stole Flatten the Curve and Black Swan. Right? And then, of course, they changed the algorithm. So if you search anything Flat Earth, it brings up debunking shit. Well, at least on YouTube. You actually get a better result searching Google, I think. First, let's see. Let's test it out. Let's see. Globebusters. Oh my gosh, did you know there's a globebusters.com? Globebusters worldwide motorcycle tours and expeditions? Professor Dave explains. Response to Globebusters. I don't know what this is. Crowdcast? Oh, this must be something Jaren's doing. Season 2 premiere. Globebusters motorcycle. I didn't know there was a Globebusters motorcycle group. Is that for real? Interesting. Look at that. Tour operators, Globebusters. I did not know that was the thing. Globebusters was founded in 2004 by Guinness World Record holders for global motorcycling, Kevin and Julia Sanders, and their worldwide touring expertise is phenomenal, having both ridden across all 6 continents. Well, aren't there 7 continents? You didn't really bust the globe then. No, you missed some. Their mission is to share the passion for global motorcycle travel. Interesting. Did you guys know about this? I didn't know about that. Bob might have known about it because he was into motorcycles. Oh my god, Brian. Bite your tongue. That bitch is so skanky. Ugh, vomit. So vomit. I hate you for making me even think about that shit. Thank you for calling Coffee Talk. You're on with Karen B.
Hey, Karen B. Tony Coriolis.
Hey, how's it going?
Hey, doing good. So, okay, I was thinking about something. I saw you in the chats over there on Iron Realm Media with Vika.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so one part of, his conversation was about how, like, the one weed that everyone's got popping up, it was broadleaf something.
Plantain.
What are you saying? Oh, that's a good...
That's broadleaf
what was
plantain.
it again?
Broadleaf plantain.
Okay. And I just know that I've never forgotten when, the first summit that Jared and them did, the Avocado Wolf guy, he was talking about kind of the same thing on how a lot of the weeds are good. And it is kind of a tricky thing to get into to know which ones are good. But I've been going to the farmer's market a lot lately. And do you got a farmer's market around you?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and I'm new to it, but I'm really digging it. I'm liking it. I'm eating like some kefir yogurt with pineapple that I got from it right before you answered the call. And I just really am liking the farmer's market. I'm eating sprouts and stuff now.
Nice.
But one of the stands that they got there is Sonoran Scavengers. And it's this one lady who goes out and she'll just kind of forage stuff and then make, jams or like baked goods and stuff off of whatever she finds.
Oh, wow.
So now it ended, and I'm just, I'm being kind of more talkative to people. So the lady's name is Karen, too. And she just, so I'm going to email her, and then she's going to hook me up with some fresh milk, like raw milk. And then also I'm going to send her pictures of, I go up out of town, and I don't use any, like, weed killer or anything. And I just got a bunch of weeds popping up. So I'm going to kind of do, like, a photo shoot of all my weeds and send them over to kind of see if she can identify any that are good or anything, or maybe even down the line I may, have her come up and show me some stuff. But it was very interesting. And are you, do you go foraging anything?
Typically, no. I don't do a lot of foraging, but, and I probably haven't been getting into as much as learning about plants and stuff here lately as I should be, but for a while I was into it. I definitely learned about all the stuff in my yard, like that broadleaf plantain. This stuff grows all over my house. And the chickens, before they were all slaughtered...
I'm glad that you said, they're...
They loved eating
There's
this
another
stuff.
one that kind of looks like that, too.
Well, there's two kinds of plantain. There's broadleaf plantain, which is this one, and then there's a skinny leaf plantain. Let me see if I can find that. And I have both of them growing around here. So here's the thin leaf one.
I just know in my park, I'm getting weeds all the time.
And
with that Avocado Wolf thing, he was kind of saying that, go on.
Yeah, but I was just going to say that the way to tell that it's a plantain is it has these veins that go along the length of the leaf. You know how, like, most leaves, they have, like, the center vein, and then the veins go from the center vein outwards, like laterally, like across the leaf? Yeah. This one, they all go vertical. That's how you can tell it's a plantain. All the leaves go vertical from the stem to the point of the leaf. It's pretty distinctive looking, actually.
Okay. Now, is there anyone else that you know? I know that Avocado Wolf guy, he's familiar with that. And you know anyone else who would be knowledgeable with that kind of stuff? Because, it is a subject that I'm interested in, for sure.
Well, Good Times for All, Zach, he knows a lot about plants. He's into all that, too. I would say get a book. I bought some books. I do have some herbal remedy books. And I think those are probably your best bet. Especially, just try to find one that has really good pictures. And most of them do. They'll have good illustrations or pictures to help you identify what's what. But I would get a book, get a foraging book, get a wild edibles book or something. They're actually really good to have around.
Totally. When I went out to Italy, when I was in Rome, we were kind of staying at a hotel, and it was on the last day. I went to the bookstore, and I just wanted to see if I could get an Italian farmer's almanac, and they didn't really know what I was talking about. But I ended up buying still a plant book that does have really good pictures. So even though I can't read the stuff, I do enjoy the book, just the pictures of it. And so I'm going to be on the lookout for something like that. I'll share anything that I find,
Yeah, absolutely. That would be great.
Totally. And then one last thing about that Vika thing. So the day where he did that interview was the day where I got his product that I got off of him. And I don't think he's selling them like in mass, but he just posted something on a copper water bottle. So I got one of his copper water bottles, and I think that thing's cool. And just touching back on the old whooshing that we talked about, you know, they say the metal creates water. It's like the inter-promoting one for water. So, yeah, I'm just kind of lining it up. I'm using a metal water bottle now for my water.
Yeah, that's cool. Yeah, copper is good. Very good. I'm pretty sure it's antimicrobial and all that stuff.
Yeah, it said something good for digestion, and it said a bunch of things on it. And, yeah, I'm just glad that I got it from him.
Yeah, cool.
Yeah. Well, all right, Karen. I'm glad I can call in and hit you with some random stuff. Good talk as always. Thank you very much.
All right, thanks, Tony.
All right, peace.
Yeah, yeah, well, you know, I do some stuff with plants. Like, of course, Ted and I have a garden. I did get an elderberry. I've got elderberry growing, lots of plantain. The chickens, by the way, love plantain. I would just pick bunches of this plantain and throw it into the pen, and they'd gobble it up. They love it. Both kinds, the skinny kind and the broadleaf kind. So, yeah. It's interesting. And then I've also, of course, got lots of dandelions growing around, which are also great, and wood sorrel, which is one I learned from Zach. Wood sorrel. Yeah, it looks like clover. It's got the little yellow flowers. It tastes citrusy. It's got a lot of vitamin C in it. Actually, I was chewing on some of this yesterday walking through the garden. And yeah, it's super citrusy, high in vitamin C. I guess I do a little bit with plants, but not as much. Probably not as much as I should. There's a lot of edible so-called weeds. Yes. Also, if you take a picture, and if you take a picture of the plant, probably a good way to do it is to take a picture of the plant, and then you go to Google, and then you hit this little, instead of, you know, it says search by voice or search by image, you hit the search by image, and then you upload a picture, and that can also help you identify plants. That might even actually be better than like some of those apps, because I have tried those apps over the years where you know, Leaf Snap or whatever, where you take a picture of the leaf and it's supposed to, because the leaf is supposed to identify the plant and it's supposed to tell you what it is, except it didn't really work so great. I felt like the results were kind of meh, you know, but if you just take a straight up picture with your phone of whatever it is and then do a Google image search, I feel like that's a good way to find out what plants are if you're really curious about it. I grow broccoli, kale, potatoes, asparagus. Yeah, we have some asparagus. We're growing bok choy. Our bok choy sprouted. I'm pretty sure Ted and I were in the garden yesterday, and we did a lot of direct sowing this year. So a lot of stuff is starting to grow. It's awesome. I love it. I love this time of year. It's my most favorite. I'm invincible. You have established blackberries, raspberries, mandarins, lemons, limes, apples, pears. Dang! Dr. Bass. That sounds wonderful. I wish I could grow citrus here, but it gets too cold here for citrus. Where is that thing? The Ballad of Ted's Chickens? You guys, I guess people are making songs now with this AI song maker thing. Let's see what you guys made.
It works the land from dusk till dawn.
Did it have to be country? Really? vomit.
His sweat and toil, his pride and his song. But when he came home, his heart sank low. His chickens lay lifeless in a tragic row. He looked to his neighbors.
I cannot
their
believe you
dogs
guys.
run wild. No fences, no boundaries to protect his homestead. Anger consumed him, a fire in his eyes for his hard work and sacrifice and a cruel demise. Ted shook with rage, tears filled his eyes. He marched to his neighbor's voice trembling with pride. I've worked too damn hard to watch my dreams crumble. Your dogs took my livelihood, made my heart stumble.
This is so bad.
It's fit for the lane, and show mockery to all. It was still my livelihood, made my heart stumble.
What the fuck?
His head shook with rage, tears filled his eyes. He marched to his neighbor's voice trembling with pride. I've worked too damn hard to watch my dreams crumble. Your dogs took my livelihood, made my heart stumble.
Country music for tragedy. I guess that's fair. Oh my. No. Wait. What was playing next? Tsunami Raptor? I don't know what this is. Hilarious. There you go, Ballad of Ted's Chickens. No, I hate country music. I really can't stand country music. I cannot. Country music literally makes me feel depressed. Ted liked it. Oh my god, you guys are hilarious. Hilarious. Ulster has citrus trees in Austria on mountainsides. I mean, there's some citrus farms in South Carolina. There's some area, like South Carolina is the line, I think. There, you know, there's, if you go a little bit further south, there's some citrus farms in South Carolina, but not here. I mean, where I'm at gets cold. It gets cold. Like, I would have to probably build a, I'd probably have to put some sort of greenhouse or something around it, or like wrap plastic around it every season. I just don't want to do all that. How about the current rap? Auto-tune country is the devil's music. Oh man. Heavy metal gives me a headache. I know, Cammy. I love heavy metal. Heavy metal makes me happy. Safe to say the dogs choked the chickens? No. How does a dog choke a chicken? Now we just need to build a proper door. You know. Because these white trash people with their wild ass dogs, they just bust through everything. So if Bob knew about Globebusters, is that why? Well, no, because Jaren's the name who called it Globebusters, right? Interesting. Globebusters, nature chill mix, flat earth theory. What is this? I don't know what this is. Music? Flat earth theory. Behind the curve? What is this? I don't understand this. Is there somebody named Flat Earth Theory making music? And putting it here? Weird. "10 challenges for flat earthers." Oh, here's Globebusters on Rockfin, way down here. Now we're starting to get somewhere. Yeah, okay. Oh, look at people also search for this. Interesting. Sell the eggs for $3. Daytime predators are harder to deal with. Yeah. Yeah, because you can lock the chickens up at night. Right? You lock them up at night, it's almost no problem. As long as you know, have them properly locked up at night. Nighttime, like raccoons and stuff, aren't that big of a deal. We lost one chicken to a raccoon, and then we fixed it, and we hadn't lost another one since. Yeah. You had to pull a few of ChatGPT teeth to get to list 50 FE channels on YouTube. Did you hear this about when Karen oh my god. Go to hell. You just go straight to hell. My mom sent me an incubator. I told her all my chickens got slaughtered. She sent me an incubator. Although I'm not really sure I want to incubate chickens because that's a straight run. I mean, you know, because like then we could end up with multiple roosters. And then we're going to end up in a position where you either have to get rid of the birds or terminate them because you can't have multiple roosters. One rooster is bad enough. All right, Karen is going to take a quick break. I'll be right back. All right, I'm back. So many baby chicks at Piedmont Farms. You know you want to play it. Actually, I don't. I mean, I already had to sit. Is it country? I already had to sit through one shitty country song. I really don't want it. Seriously, you guys don't even know. I'm highly offended by shitty country music. Highly offended. Duck eggs? Oh, yeah. Ghost chickens in the sky. Is it country? I don't care if I'm the only one who hasn't heard it. If it's country, I don't care. Why does this say gravity?
In a town just south.
Ugh, fuck. No. 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 I don't care if it's funny. I don't care. I don't care. I'm not listening to that bullshit. I'm not doing it. I'm highly offended by country music. You can make all the country songs you want about me. I ain't fucking listening to it. Not a fucking chance. No. Can you guys at least make it metal or make it rock or something tolerable? It'd be different. Like, anything. Literally anything except for that sappy country bullshit. Oh, please. Anything. I'd rather listen to fucking polka music. I'm not kidding. I really can't stand that shit. It's like nails on a chalkboard. Like, I just want to just, no. Oh. Your new rap song? The one that, let's see. Let's find it. I mean, just the fact that it's country music is torture. Forget even getting into the lyrics or any of that shit. It's torture. It's like, at least make it metal. Wait, what's the song? What's it called, Ray? Okay, I see like 3 and 4 hour streams with Rasta Bear. I'm not playing, I'm looking through a 4 hour stream. I'm not doing that. Redone in rock and roll? Okay. Do square dancing at your next Flattoberfest? Hey, you know what? I did square dancing in elementary school, and it was fun. Okay, is this now? I hope it's not country.
Ain't no sunshine.
That's better.
Canby's gone. She shut down her OnlyFans, left us all alone. The flat earth community, a state of despair. Now she's exposing truth. We can't help but stare.
It's better.
She used to post pictures, all those curves so fine. But now she's on a mission to blow our minds. She's got videos debunking all our beliefs. The flat earth reality causing us grief. Oh, Karen B, why'd you leave us this way? With your beauty and your praise, we used to sway. Now you're fighting against us. Our hearts are black and blue. Karen B, we miss the old you.
That's silly. But it's definitely better than country. How it made the analogy of curves to flat earth is mind-blowing. Soulless garbage, sorry. Hey, it's better than country. Anything's better than country music. It's under the uploaded videos? Okay. Is it the last one? Is it this one? What is this?
Darling, you're such a lamb. You sure you forgive me?
Every time I clutch the mic, you can see the wheels spinning like a rusty bike. Don't trust my wife, honey, that's enough advice. One wrong move, you can fuck your life. I'm as cold as crushed ice. It's time to go and tuck my knife now. When I shoot, you better duck the fuck down. Motherfuckers think it's as easy as Go Gadget live stream. That's why the streams are trash and they do not surprise me. The horizon always rises to the level that your eyes be. Motherfuckers think it's as easy as Go Gadget live stream. That's why the streams are trash and they do not surprise me. The horizon always rises to the level that your eyes be.
You sure you forgive me?
Being broke is a career. My life is smoke and mirrors. This ain't the happy stuff that you hope that you would hear. Boston Ray, level head, I never said y'all just ain't ready yet. Monopoly, get off my property for free. Ain't no stopping me, constantly a monstrosity at the top, you see. Boston Ray got bars and jars of flat earth farms in the car. Motherfuckers think it's as easy as Go Gadget live stream. That's why the streams are trash and they do not surprise me. The horizon always rises to the level that your eyes be. Motherfuckers think it's as easy as Go Gadget live stream. That's why the streams are trash and they do not surprise me. The horizon always rises to the level that your eyes be.
Yo, everything nice when I sing this song. Don't get me wrong, cause I hit my bong like Tommy when it's 420. You got to understand, coming with it plenty. And it's a dose of reality straight from your brain. We're gonna let them know it's all the same. Cause Mandela affected on the mic I selected. Yo, you don't understand until you get with this.
got a flow, everything nice, like what you wanna do. Karen B on the Monday Truth Talk. Got the coffee time spitting with your rhyme. I don't need coffee to be full of this. So real, I got love in my heart so I can feel, and I'm connected straight up to the source. And yeah, I love to have intercourse, cause it's so nice when I'm making that love. Just like on the microphone, flowing like a dove, flying in the sky, sending all the branch to the ceiling fan. And you know who I am, Ja. And I got the master plan. We're coming together. I don't need your hate, cause through all the weather we're so much better when we come together. Feeling our feeling, and we know it's the deal, cause we're on the same mission for truth, and that's for real. Yo, so I'm a micro machine. I gotta spit it straight like the man in the dreams. Can I bust my flow? I think I can, cause you see that it is so true and feels so lovely when you're spitting your voice and it's happy and free. Truth time warriors, and that's what I be. The earth is flat, so what you gonna do about it? I'm gonna shout it every day, and you gotta know it's true. Chemtrails up in the sky, but they can't stop the weather. It's the 4th of July. Yo, here we go.
Motherfuckers think it's as easy as Go Gadget live stream. That's why the streams are trash and they do not surprise me. The horizon always rises to the level that your eyes be. Motherfuckers think that it's easy as Go Gadget live stream. That's why the streams are trash and they do not surprise me. The horizon always rises to the level that your eyes be.
Darling, you're such a lamb. You sure you forgive me?
You guys are hilarious. Soulless crap. Hey, well, MFT, you know what? That is AI. That's AI music for you. It is soulless because a human didn't make it. Is this grounded extracts? Hilarious. G's making jokes. Humans make better music than AI, huh? Yeah, man. Oh my goodness. Yeah, you guys are funny. I'm sorry that I'm so highly offended by country. And also on Twitter it says anti-religious scripture study. I guess OBS didn't change the title of my stream, and I have no way to edit it over here. Oh well, whatever. What does it say on deception, fraud, and fakery? Did that name it right? No? Jesus. Ugh. Got the wrong description and the wrong title on all my damn videos today. I hate that. AI cheapens all art. I agree. I agree. Also, did you see? Okay. So, I don't know if you guys saw, but I was sharing this stuff on Facebook where Foundering on X.com was putting Sandy Hook photos through, I don't know if it was him doing it or somebody else, but he was putting see these Sandy Hook photos through these AI filters, right? They have these programs online now that allegedly you upload a picture, you upload content or whatever, and it'll tell you whether or not it was made by AI. So this comes up where he's got this picture and he runs it through and it says it's 93.4% AI, likely to be AI generated. And I've been using those too. However, I went into one of these applications and I started uploading my own photos. So let me just show you. No, not that one. Yeah, so this one I uploaded, it said it was 64% AI, 35% human, somewhat likely to be AI generated. So here's a picture I uploaded of Ted and Brian, and I think his name's Kevin. I can't remember exactly, but so this one, somewhat likely to be AI generated. It's saying it's 70% AI. There's nothing AI in this photo. So here, look, 90, and I'm sure my haters will love this. I uploaded a picture of myself and it said 99% AI. Highly likely to be AI generated. That is definitely not an AI generated. That's a selfie I took in my backyard for last minute for a live stream with somebody. They were like, oh, we need a picture for a live stream. And I was like, shit. So I just took this picture in my backyard and sent it. Definitely not AI. Here's another one. This is just me. A picture I took in my office. 98% likely to be AI. That is not an AI picture. So, you know, when we put these pictures in the filters and then try to, you know, decipher if they're AI or not, we can't really trust. AI is calling stuff that is not AI, AI. So here's a picture of Brian and Rose. This one, it says it's human. Somewhat likely to be human generated. I mean, it's just all over the place. And I don't know what markers it looks for to try to decipher whether or not it's AI created. But, yeah, it's telling me that these pictures are, this is not AI. It's old, because you can see I don't have any gray hair there. This is when I was still dyeing my hair, but it's not AI. So, as interesting as this was, once you start looking into it, those AI things are just not reliable. The AI detector programs. I don't know if it gets any better, if you sign up for it or whatever. I really don't want to put my email in those things and sign up and make accounts for that crap. I might though. I might make a burner email to do it. But these can't be trusted. Can't be trusted. And, you know, and I know his argument was like, where are their legs? Well, this little girl, you can see her legs here. This one, you can't see her legs, and that does look a little weird. I don't know what's going on there. You know, not that there isn't a total, you know, Olympic-sized swimming pool amount of shenanigans going on surrounding that event, but we should not really rely on AI to identify itself properly, because I don't think it wants to, or it is capable of it, or it's a liar. 28% is all Brian. Mark and Karen are AI. Don't pretend Brian is real. Art is not a thing of the past. We still make art. I still make art. I'm going to be making some more flat earth art here coming soon. I've got a lot of stuff. Now that I have a big office and like a studio, office/studio space, I have a lot more space. I would like to, I've got some stuff that I want to do. AI is overrated. Yeah, that too. It is overrated. I'm so ugly, AI can't fix me. Nothing on screen, nothing online can be trusted, right? AI is identifying as human, right? And it's trying to make humans look AI. Yeah. Does anybody else want to call in? 848-222-2480. Is there anything else interesting going on this week? There really hasn't been a whole lot of stuff going on. It's the same stuff. Israel is still bombing the shit out of civilians, innocent women and children, and they don't even. There's people, they don't even try to hide it anymore. They don't want peace. They don't want a two-state solution. They want everybody in that area to die, and it's pretty disgusting. No sign Ukraine will stop strikes on Russian oil facilities. There was some tornadoes in Oklahoma last night. Supreme Court to decide if maker of CBD products could be sued under RICO. Why? Trucker failed drug test after taking CBD supplement. Supreme Court to decide if he can sue. The Supreme Court denied an appeal from the maker of CBD products which challenged a truck driver's use of racketeering law to sue. After an accident left truck driver Douglas Horn with chronic pain, he wondered if a supplement advertises a new CBD-rich medicine would help. The company promised the hemp-based product Dixie X did not contain THC, the active ingredient in marijuana, but after Horn failed a drug test and lost his job, he sued, using in part federal law created to fight organized crime. Interesting. Justices agreed to hear an appeal from Medical Marijuana Inc., asking for a review of a lower court's ruling that Horn could sue under Racketeer Influence and Corrupt Organizations Act. Why? I don't understand that. Prosecutors can use RICO to go after mobsters and others, but civil suits are also allowed even if no one has been charged with a crime. If successful, the litigant can get 3 times the amount of actual damages and attorney's fees. Oh, really? Horn alleges that Medical Marijuana Inc. committed mail and wire fraud, causing him to lose his job. So they told him it didn't have THC, he took the supplement, it did have THC, failed a piss test, lost his job, and now he's suing the company. Which sent Dixie X to a lab which confirmed it had THC. Well, I mean... Interesting. It is messed up though if they say it doesn't have THC. Well, I mean, I don't know how that works, but that's interesting. I didn't know that you could sue under RICO for that. How does that even work? Yeah, but they're God's chosen people. Yeah, right. Tornadoes in Nebraska and Ohio. Full spectrum makes a big difference. I agree. EPA coal plant ruled to cut emissions by 90%. This is ridiculous. Oy. Yeah, let me see if I can find... Oh, wow. Truly terrifying. That's crazy. What is that sound? God, what did somebody make, add horror sounds to that or something? Violent tornado on Friday. Huh.
I've been watching that. And how come you don't hear no sirens? And that's coming this way. I know. Now, take car, you better go. I wouldn't sit right there. Oh,
These people are in a train. That's crazy. Oh, here we go. Why aren't you playing? Oh. Come on. You got picked up by a tornado once, Ben? Lifted me a few feet in the air, spun me 3 times, and flung me in the direction I was going?
Just checking. Holy shit. That just took that building out. That did. Should we get away from the windows? Take cover.
Jeez. Holy shit.
Right over us. Yeah. Move it on. Move it on.
Oh my god, look at us cracking the windshield of the train. It cracked the shield.
We'll have a car on the ground? We're gonna have something on the ground, I guarantee we will. Crack the shit out of our windows, get shit all on the thing. Shattered my window. Yeah. Oh, it's a double plane window. We're in emergency. Yeah, I'm sure it knocked the car over. Let me see. Yeah, we got trees and everything else behind us. Yeah.
Wow.
It knocked the car over. Yeah, we ain't going nowhere. We're on the ground. Yeah. There's
Wow. Big old train didn't move though, that's pretty good. You were in a car? That's crazy. So it picked you and the whole car up, Ben, and spun you around? That's crazy. Thank you for calling Coffee Talk. You're on with Karen B.
Hi, it's Alex. I'm calling from my cell phone because I didn't want to set up my studio. Couple of things. We're going back through the Dave Murphy stuff, so we think there's probably some missing stuff.
Uh-oh. My... Shit. Hold on.
Welcome to the conference center. There is one party in the conference. You
Alex.
are a host.
Alex, okay, my freaking thing hung up on you. You said you were going through the Dave Murphy stuff and what?
Oh, and we found a few other segments that might end up completing what you need, because a lot of it was on, some of it was on iPhone, some of it was on like the pad, and so we should have everything. We can get that over to you for Dave Murphy stuff. She's putting it in the Dropbox folders. It should be, an order that you can, basically work with.
Okay. Well, I was looking through all the videos and I couldn't find any more Dave Murphy clips that I didn't have. God damn it! Why is my thing keep hanging up on it? Stop it! It sits here for hours not doing anything, and then I get a call and it wants to fucking hang up all the time.
To the conference center. There are 2 parties in the conference. You are a host.
Hello.
Hi, I don't know what's wrong with the stupid Google Voice thing.
I can hear you now.
All the time. Yeah, stupid Google Voice thing keeps dropping the call all of a sudden.
The other thing I'll just jump off is there's another bullshit date that's coming up June 6th. Airbnb put out the possibility of travel restrictions starting on June 6th. So what do they know that we don't know? I don't know, but I'll jump off here and you guys can dig into that. That's a new date to have fun with. Okay, bye.
June 6th, you said? Maybe I already hung up. June 6th, okay. Well, they are trying to push that bullshit, but they tried to push that bullshit last year, and, it didn't work. So I'm gonna type in June 6th. What happened on this day? On this day, D-Day. Oh, June 6th is D-Day? I don't see anything. Of course, January 6th keeps coming up. New state deepfake image protection law goes into effect June 6th. I don't know about that. I just think that's all fear porn bullshit. Remember last year when Alex Jones was saying that right before we did Las Vegas, they were talking about how all the lockdowns are coming. I got a hot tip from somebody inside the government who knows, and we're gonna have a lockdown. Remember that bullshit? And they were trying to tell us that they were gonna start implementing the mask, and then nothing ever happened. Nothing. I mean, maybe I'm not gonna say that they won't ever try to do that shit again, but that they were pushing that shit last year, and then nothing happened. It was a big nothing burger. It was a big, oh, they're gonna come and get you again. Oh, they're gonna start doing the lockdowns again. Fear porn. Be afraid. Be afraid. Fear porn. Here it comes. Here it comes. But then nothing happened. Anticipated travel restrictions, Airbnb. It's because they're trying to push this stupid, they've got some new virus or something they want to make it, but it doesn't work. It doesn't work though, because everybody can see through their bullshit now. I mean, now when you look at stuff on Twitter, when people have these, I mean, people get ratioed on Twitter like crazy whenever they have these posts that are like, oh, new mask restrictions, oh, new variant, and like every post underneath it is, yeah, right, you're full of shit, stop lying. You're like, I don't know. I don't buy it. I'll plan a trip to the beach June 6th. Everything will be fine. Every one of you should know better to ignore all prediction dates. They're always all bullshit fear. Yeah. It's true. I don't believe it. "666 will come into play. June 6 is 6-6, and then 24 is a 6 year. 2 plus 4 is 6. So maybe. I mean, you know, they're always trying to do some shit, but whatever. I don't know. I just don't believe it. Don't believe it. Look at that thing forming. Oh my goodness. This was 2011. Remember that? Joplin, Missouri? It was like a mile-wide tornado that went through and like wrecked everything. That's crazy. Terrible tornado scene. Saudi Arabia? Do they have tornadoes in Saudi Arabia? What? That's crazy. I'm just curious. Where tornadoes happen. I'm curious if any other parts of the world have tornadoes regular, like other than us. Most tornadoes are found in the Great Plains of the central United States, an ideal environment for the formation of severe thunderstorms. In this area known as Tornado Alley, storms are caused when dry, cold air moving south from Canada meets warm, moist air traveling north from the Gulf of Mexico. Tornadoes can form at any time of year, but most occur in the spring and summer months along with thunderstorms. May and June are usually the peak months for tornadoes. So that's crazy then. Do they really? Wyoming? Huh. No. Fuck you. Everybody wants you to sign in. Fuck your bullshit. Tornado approaching Eli, Manitoba, Canada, June 2007. So tornadoes seems to be usually like an exclusively like an American thing, huh? But they're starting to happen in other places too. Saudi Arabia, where they do lots of weather modification. Shocking that they would get one, huh? Florida Keys. Water spout. Multiple tornadoes. There's 2 in 1. Multiple vortex tornado. Artificial consciousness is in our phones? What? That's crazy. Would not have imagined they'd have them there. Right, exactly. I think it's because they're doing so much weather modification now. You know? Like, this is new. I don't think you would see this in the past. Tornado in Saudi Arabia. That's unusual. So yeah, I guess last night, or the night before, the tornadoes in Oklahoma were bad. Look at that. A dollar store warehouse. Whoa, look at all them trucks. Oh, those semis got knocked over. Those trailers. Why is drone video in a phone format? God, this drives me crazy. TikTok has ruined everything. Now everybody feels like it's okay to share vertical format video, and it's so annoying. Wow, what a mess. Holy shite. Jeez. Warehouse got direct hit.
Okay, look, oh my god! Jordan, move. Jordan, move. We're good. It's over the road. It's north. We're safe. That's a big one.
That's crazy.
Jordan, it's starting to fucking move. No, it's not. We're just getting close, guys. I want to back off. We're good. Trust me. I'm a pro, Bob. I know you are.
I'm a pro.
I know you're safe now. This is scary. Oh. Can you bag this up quickly if something happens? Yeah.
Yeah, trust me, we're good. We're good. I'd be like, you crazy, boy. Let me out this car. Well, not really, because I wouldn't want to be getting out right there in front of that thing. Dash cam from Harlan, Iowa tornado. Check out all the vortices in motions. Watch it drift east after crossing the road. Wow. Let's see. Dude, look at this. It's like a tornado of tornadoes. Yeah, so I know about Dutch synths.
Wow! Holy cow!
That's crazy looking.
There's the RFD, dang it. Hang on. Blow out a window if we're not careful. Oh, that's close right now. Hang on, guys. It's jogged on us. Hold on.
These people are crazy. Stunning footage emerges of absolutely massive tornado crossing the road in front of two commuters.
You make it ahead of it? Just kidding. That's a joke. Don't. Only joking. Oh wow. Oh wow.
Why are you still driving? Like, stop.
Just took out that house. Whoa, don't we took out there.
It blows my mind that these people just drive towards these things. I'd be like, stop. Stop going towards it already. That's something you and David Weiss both feel strongly about. Karen, what are you talking about, Rose? Oh, the video? Karen, don't disappoint me. I liked your opinion about the mud flood in Tartaria, the legend, because history is not written by... What? What do you mean, don't disappoint you? How am I disappointing you? Trust me, I know what I'm doing, professional. Yeah, I saw his tracking of the radar bursts. I was actually reading his tweets earlier today. Let me see if I can go find him. Let me find him. Where are they? So like right here, I was looking at this tweet he put out. He says, most people don't know about Europe having multiple different Harpt type antenna arrays which do the same thing as Harpt but are ultimately more powerful. They call these facilities ionospheric heaters to pulse areas above Europe and the North Pole for ionospheric research purposes. This program is called EISCAT-3D, located across Scandinavia. Up to 5 of them to be built so far, 3 have been completed. Here's the original promo video for building them. Let's see. For 2015, building 5 new Harpt type arrays. Each antenna array facility is operating in VHF, very high frequency, above 200 FM. The goal of the facility is to do heating experiments above the North Pole and other radio wave experiments over the rest of the planet. Heating experiments! We're supposed to have global warming and they're doing heating experiments? Like, what the what? What are you doing? Why don't they just leave shit alone? Over the planet, including Europe, Africa, South Pole, blah, blah, blah. FM frequency modulated, same FM radio that your car radio may use. For instance, you could turn your car radio up above 200 FM. You could likely hear this as a strange sounds in the radio. So then he has these pictures here of these arrays that they've built that send these pulses up into the air. And then I saw another post he put where he oh, here, these. Well, these are beams being shown, where he was showing where you could see the beams going towards where the fire was. That is kind of weird looking. See, this is more plausible to me than people showing pictures of like photographs or like, oh, look at the laser hitting the fire. No, you're not going to see the laser in the daytime. It's going to be at a frequency that is not visible to your eyes. So this is actually more plausible to me. This looks more than, you know, people showing like photos with light columns and stuff in them that look ridiculous. It's super cheesy. But where is that other thing he had? Ah, right here. Last night they pulsed Springfield, Missouri NEXRAD radar to move the storm front, which worked. Today, currently at 9:30 p.m., a tornado warning issued over Springfield, Missouri. So right here is where the tornado warning is. And then... Interesting. See this like half circle sort of thing taken out of here. Interesting. So I don't know how it works, like, where these facilities or where these pulses happen. Is it because there's a facility there? How are they targeting it? He's thinking that there's space-based technology. Now, I don't think it's in space. It could be from a balloon. It could be from or a drone or something in the air. I don't think it's necessarily from space. See, using Harpt to create Harpt rings in the atmosphere, U.S. Army experiments and pictures of what they created here. Included a radar example from the lower 48 to show you how radar does the same thing as Harpt in Alaska when pulsed. The upside down ring, tofat shape, forms as the electron cascade takes place. Radar reflects off the plasma like a mirror back to the transmitters, which then pick it up as a return on a clear day, not to be confused with background clutter. Low light managing systems, artist, bullseye, emissions from a bullseye-shaped artificial ionospheric plasma over the Harpt facility. A reconstruction based on the image data shows the central spot in the ring to form two distinct artificial layers separated in altitude by 15 kilometers, which matches closely the multiple layers seen in the ionosonde echoes. So these are interesting pictures he's got here where it looks like he's seeing a radar pulse show up. What's this in the comments? Sometimes in the comments you'll see some cool stuff too. Where's this at? It looks like South Africa? And this right here, this is trippy looking. I'm like, this one right here is right over my county. That's over us. What are they doing? So, yeah, they're definitely manipulating the weather. Obviously. Obviously. But see, look, he's still kind of thinks this is going on. Is he not over this ball, this cartoon ball yet? Harpt influencing the Schumann resonance. Using Harpt in X mode at 4.5 megahertz to generate plasma, which then resonates to influence the global Alphen Schumann resonance, having an effect as low as 0.5 hertz to 3.5 hertz. Wow. Simply put, using high frequency to generate plasma, which vibrates out extremely low frequency down to a Schumann global ionospheric resonance level. They can pulse the high frequency to heat the ionosphere, which makes the plasma, and then inject the ELF into the global resonance that is picked up on the Schumann antennas, for instance. Schumann travels through the ionosphere where this all takes place. Observations of ring-like structures caused by the ionospheric heating. What do you guys think about this? I'm sorry about your chickens. Thank you, Liz. Thank you, Liz. Appreciate that. We were sad. We were very sad. The vertical being, yes, the vertical video, yeah. If you ever look at a tornado and it doesn't seem like it's moving in any direction, it means it's coming straight towards you. Yeah. Yeah, but you know, TikTok made it so even David will share vertical videos. Did you notice that? That's how manipulated we are by TikTok. Even David Weiss will share a vertical video now. It's like a troll from the universe. The universe totally trolls us all the time. He's also saying that regular ground radar can be repurposed, or those Doppler domes we see every... Yeah, I saw that too, that he's saying that the regular ground radar can be, like the attenuation can be changed And it can be used to send pulses out too. I don't know though. Is that true? I don't know what the tech is. I was looking up tornado stats in Minnesota pre-1992. Most are under 20. After 1992, 20 is the low end, and it gets over 100. Yeah, I remember the, when I still lived in the San Francisco Bay Area, and I remembered it was it was like a crazy year for tornadoes. There was like hundreds of them. I remember me and my friends, we were all like blown away because we were watching all these tornadoes happen on TV. Like it was like something like, you know, it was like some ridiculous amount of, this was like back in 98, 99, 2000. And then remember that's when they started telling us about the El Nino, because of global warming. Yeah. You sent me the link. History of twisters, tornadoes in Minnesota since 1950. All right. So let's see. Number of tornadoes. So 1950 there's 1, 1951 there were 4, 52, 11, 10, 7, 12, under 20, you're right. 1965 there was 38. 66, 24, 67, 32, 40, then 70 there was 50. 1972 there was only 5. So 77, 80, 1981 there's 46. That's pretty high. 20, 35. Then we're getting into the 90s. Oh wow, it really does kind of take a jump for the regular here, because 92 there's 43, 94, 34, 32, 34, 50, 65, 40, 33, 79, 2001. Maybe that was the year, because I remember it was somewhere in here there was like a ridiculous amount of tornadoes. That might have been it. 2001, 2002, 37, 54, 61, 76. 2007's a low year. 2010, 126. Is there any over 100 anywhere else before that? No, this is only back to 1950. So 126. Yeah, the numbers do get higher, especially right here. Look at 60, 80, 60, 50. The last decade. Huh. Interesting. It does seem to increase. You guys are funny. When did they start installing radar and calling it by computer instead of eyes? Just curious. That's a good question. History of Doppler radar. Is this... '40s, since the 40s, according to Sheeplepedia. In 51, Carl A. Wiley invented a synthetic aperture radar, which, though distinct from mainstream Doppler radio, was based on Doppler principles and originally patented as a pulsed Doppler radar methods and means. So, about that time. Specialized radars quickly developed and then when digital techniques became lightweight and more affordable, blah blah blah. Antenna design started as separate transmit antenna designs in the late 60s. Weather. In June 1958, American researchers David Holmes and Robert Smith were able to detect the rotation of a tornado using a mobile continuous wave radar. So like the 50s, 60s. Sir Robert Alexander Watson Watt created the first radar system in 1935. Well, that's just about the people who allegedly invented it. Weather radar development. NOAA National Severe Storms Laboratory established in 1964. NOAA's National Severe Storms Laboratory in Norman, Oklahoma has led its way investigating all aspects of severe weather. There you go. 1964, scientists added a 3-centimeter wavelength research Doppler radar to NSSL's list of assets, a move that would revolutionize weather observation. This new radar allowed scientists to measure motion inside storms for the very first time. 1969, NSSL obtained and upgraded a surplus 10-centimeter radar from the U.S. Air Force. Using the technology in 1973, scientists were able to document for the first time the entire life cycle of a tornado. I remember Denver being breakout market for Doppler radar. I wasn't alive in the 50s. Well, this is when it was first used. The military had it first, right? The military always has it first. History of operational use of weather radar. It's looking like it started around the 60s. In the late 80s and 90s, responding to the successful development of techniques for employing single Doppler weather radar observations, the Department of Commerce, Department of Defense, and Department of Transportation jointly fielded 2 highly sophisticated ground-based Doppler weather radar systems, next-generation weather radar, now called the NEXRAD, actually, which is what Dutchsinse was looking at, and the DOT's Terminal Doppler Weather Radar, Remote Single Radar, Multi-Radar Composite Data Services provided by Value-Added NEXRAD Imagery Dissemination System. The letter designators used to designate electromagnetic frequency ranges originated because of the need for secrecy during World War II. The band designators were finally standardized by the Institute of Electrical and Electronics Engineers in '84. Those of interest to meteorology are contained in Table 1. Early origins, talking about 45. First radar operations at individual stations. Beginning in 1943, air traffic control and harbor defense radars already installed on the Atlantic and Pacific sides of the Isthmus of Panama were used. On the non-interference basis. I'm just trying to scan it for years. I'm looking for years here. First radar networks used for weather surveillance. 44. Post-war use. So it's like looking like basically the 40s and 50s, and now I don't know when it started to become like used widely, like at all the weather stations at all the big cities and all that stuff. And it kind of makes you wonder if that doesn't have an effect on our weather, right? Weather Bureau, weather radars. Yeah, basically it looks like they're saying this the 50s they started doing this stuff. Okay, a local weather guy was a neighbor years ago. I recall him being thrilled about the new Doppler weather radar around 1990 or so. Huge marketing campaign in Denver, huh? Tactical weather radar. Use of air defense and air traffic control radars for weather detection. I don't know if I'm looking at the wrong thing or what, but from 76 to 80, NWS pursued acquisition of a new automatic radap, which would replace the aging Radex equipment, blah blah blah. So here it looks like in the 80s they did upgrade stuff. July 1984. So that radar remained operational for 30 years before being replaced on 14th of July 1984. So I guess they did upgrade some stuff in the 80s. I hope the weather is like today in 2 weeks. Richard B is coming to the Netherlands and is staying with us. Well, it's that time of year where your weather should be good. I'm sure you guys will have fun. That's really cool that you guys are all hanging out. Stephanie and Sander and Richard B. That is so cool. Just wondering if putting up radar towers is part of the increase or not. I mean, it could have been. So what let's see. I mean, here in the 80s, you start getting into the 30s and stuff. I mean, there was some, like in the 60s, the 40, 30, but they were using radar at this time too. I think it, like, right around here they start using it. You can see it kind of goes up a little bit here. And then it goes down again. And then it goes way up here. I don't know. It's interesting. I wonder if you could do this about Oklahoma. Wonder if anybody else's numbers change like that. Now, Oklahoma in 57 had over 100. 60, they had over 100. '99, 171. That's what I'm saying, man. I remember that year being really bad for tornadoes. Oh, look at here, 2011, 143, 123, 129, 172 again in 2019. I just want to see if we see that this pattern in other states as well. What's another big? Nebraska. That's another tornado state. Oklahoma had higher numbers than Nebraska, though, I'll tell you what. All right. Huh. Nebraska doesn't start getting over 100 tornadoes a year until around 2000. Of course, this is all just what we have records of. Who knows what happened before that? Huh. I don't know. What do you guys think? It's whenever the Weather Channel was on TV. Liz, you had a second cup of coffee and you feel weird? Dude, I'm on my like third cup. I drink too much coffee though, don't listen to me. Alabama, North Georgia, yeah. I was just trying to look and see if you see that same pattern in these different states. Let's see, look at Kansas. Kansas. Woo! Over 100. 2008, 218. Holy smokes. That's the first time I've seen 200. Oh, yeah, but look though, yeah, 1955, 101. But yeah, most of these are lower. 74 is the highest I'm seeing here. Until 1990 when there's 109, 130. Interesting. Look up Ohio. Let's see. Ohio. Ohio. Yeah, you guys are not so bad on tornadoes. You got less than 1,500 since 1950, which is pretty good. All these other places had like 3,000 or 4,000. So down here we've got low, low, low. What about 57? That one year that was gnarly in some places. You guys only had 4. So 65, we've got 39. 1973, we got 55. 1980 and 90, we've got 32. 92, 63. And then it goes back into the single digits again. That's not too bad. You guys are not too bad for tornadoes. Would Mercury changing its retrograde cause tornadoes? There was wind caused by the solar eclipse. I don't think so. I don't think Mercury would do that, but of course I could be wrong. Let's see. Where's Mercury? Right here. It was in retrograde during the eclipse. I can check other eclipses and see if Mercury was in retrograde, but most likely that's kind of, it doesn't really matter. But we could check. Although it's already going to be 1 o'clock and I don't want to start on that kind of rabbit hole right now. Hey man, it never hurts to look at the information to see if we can see some patterns. Tornado is pretty giant, even that it's hard to believe wasn't recorded, just not compiled in one place maybe, but recorded for sure. If it's your home country, it's hard to see the beauty sometimes, yeah. Because you're too close to it. Netherlands is cool though. I thought it was cool there. I went there in 2019. September, I think. September of 2019. That was an awesome year because I did 3 Flat Earth conferences in a very short amount of time. Because 2019 was the last year for FEIC. That was the one in Dallas that the caller earlier had mentioned. And then before that, in September, actually that was the last one I did that year. So September, I went to the Netherlands to participate in that Flat Earth conference over there that Dee Dee and John ran. That was cool. And then Dallas. And then 2019 was the first year that I did Flattoberfest in Greenville. So that was a really awesome year for Flat Earth events. That was really fun. That was like the pinnacle of Flat Earth events that year. And then of course the next year everything got shut down. Maybe that's, it's like Mark Sargent said at his speech 2020. He's like, did we do this? Him and David having that conversation. Did we do this? Maybe we did. I mean, we were killing it in 2019. We had 3 big conferences, right? They just can't stand it. They can't stand to see us win. Yeah, I remember Dee Dee. I miss Dee Dee. I don't ever see her around doing stuff anymore, though. Yeah, I missed the Edmonton conference in Canada. I think that's the only one that I didn't go to. Well, and then there was some in London. There was some UK conferences, I think 1 or 2 UK conferences too, that I missed. Yes, then the shit hit the fan. I know, Stephanie, me too. I don't know if you guys were into Flat Earth back in 2019, but we did have a Flat Earth conference in Amsterdam. It was pretty awesome. Mystery School. In your opinion, that's why, yeah. Yeah. And that's probably why right now they're starting to put out those stupid rumors about more lockdowns and more mandates and all that bullshit coming, because they want us to be all freaked out about planning our stuff. Well, you know what? Screw you. Screw you, New World Order. Screw you and your mandates. Screw you and your lockdowns. Your lockdowns never stopped me. Never stopped me. And they're not going to stop me now. The fact that I put on, at least 2 events during travel restrictions, is 20 and 21 were both hard, right? Mark Sargent didn't even show up to 2021 because he didn't want to deal with it. But the fact that I put on multiple successful events all through your lockdown, oppressive bullshit just shows me I'm just going to keep on not listening to whatever y'all are saying. I'm going to keep doing what I'm doing. I'm going to keep defying your whatever, your nonsense, your mandates, your stupid rules. Screw you. Yes, eat a bag of dicks, New World Order, because you can't stop Flat Earth. Can't stop, won't stop. Right? Hey, shout out to Isabella Live 2.0 member for 2 months. I remember that in Amsterdam. I was in Canada in 2019. Nice! We are going for the Dutch conference of September and Flat... What's the Dutch conference? Is it Flat Earth or is it something else? Is there going to be another Dutch conference in That would be cool. Thank you for calling Coffee Talk. You're on with Karen B.
Hey, Karen, it's Tommy.
Hey, Tommy. How's it going?
Going good. Speaking of conferences, I just wanted to thank everybody for coming out to Flatstock last weekend. We ended up with over 70 people. And I wanted to thank all the presenters, David Weiss, Shelley, Tella. Eric did great stand-up comedy. We also had a great sound system thanks to Commercial Sound and Video. And I appreciate Mojo Shop and Sandra for hanging out for 3 months and setting it all up with me. And we plan on doing it again next year. So just a big shout out to everybody for coming, and thanks for all the help.
All right, awesome. That's cool. Are you going to do it on the same day, on the same weekend next year?
I'm going to try to do it maybe 3 weeks earlier, because we did have somebody have a heat stroke because it's over 90 degrees.
Ooh, really? Yikes.
Yeah, but I think next year we're going to try to get, I've spoken to the Boltons.
Oh, nice.
Bringing a food truck out.
Cool.
And we're going to try to do about 120 people next year. This year was just kind of like a little test run.
Right on. Yeah, because this year you guys did it on my daughter's birthday, and I couldn't come. So if you change the date, maybe I can go next year.
Cool. We're definitely going to change it a little bit earlier, because that was way too hot.
Oh, okay.
Nathan, Commercial Sound and Video, brought a swimming pool. Him and Steve, we were out in the swimming pool, hanging out, listening to the speakers. This is how hot it was.
That's hilarious.
I want to say sorry about your chickens. If you need replacements after you get the gate fixed, let me know and I'll bring you some. I have over 600. I have a bunch that are 6 or 7 months old that just started laying. You let me know what kind you want and I can bring them to you.
Oh, that's really sweet of you, Tommy. Thank you for that. Thank you. Appreciate that.
And sorry about that song. I was pressured into doing that.
It's okay. It's okay. I just hate country. It's nothing against you guys. I just hate country music in general.
Yeah. Well, I just want to call in and give some shout-outs and thank everybody for coming, and we'll do it again next year. And love the show, Karen. Keep doing what you're doing.
All right, Tommy. Thanks for calling.
Thanks.
So they're doing a conference in September. Awesome. Iru's coming. Who's putting it on? I don't wonder what happened in there. I'm curious who's doing it in the Netherlands. First I've heard of it. Is there a website for it? If Venice is sinking, I'm going under. Oh my gosh. What do you mean where? Iru's been around. Iru just, he does flat earth in Spanish, man. Spanish is his first language. He speaks Spanish way better than he speaks English. I mean, he speaks English good enough that I understand him. Like, I have no problem listening to Iru speak English. But I think he has a really huge following in the Latin community. Like, the Spanish-speaking community, we need, you know, there's a lot of Spanish-speaking people in the world who are flat earthers. And actually, like in Mexico and stuff, like the Spanish speaking culture, they are way more into conspiracies and stuff, I think, than Americans were earlier on. I remember you know, years and years, decades ago, watching a thing about how there were so many UFOs sighted in Mexico. Like, Mexico City was this UFO sighting hotbed, and everybody just talked about it there. This is way back when, like, even talking about UFOs in America was like, oh, you're crazy. UFO, you're crazy. You must be insane, right? Remember when it used to be like that? For a minute it was. Well, when we were all uptight just about talking about UFOs in Mexico, they would talk about it on the news. So, anyway, Iru is quite successful in the Spanish-speaking world, talking about tierra plana and all that stuff. So he's doing stuff. He's just doing it in Spanish. Yes, Stephanie, please do. If I spoke Spanish, I'd be watching more Iru, but I don't. I wish I had learned Spanish growing up. A Dutch FE group chat. Yeah, send it to me. I'm curious. I just want to look. Plus, you know, we can help promote it. Flat Earth happening everywhere. They just censor the crap out of it. Exactly. Exactly. You know, and then you get people like Infowars mocking us. When there's people that work there that are flat earthers, they know. They just purposefully, you know, I also think a lot of these people just don't talk about it just because of the general ridicule they get from the public. You know, because you do still get it, and a lot of these people won't talk about it because they lose a following. People will unsubscribe. People will ridicule them. I mean, it is still a thing, you know. So I get why, you know, some places wouldn't do it, but for me, I'm just over it. I'm like, you know what? Stop this bullshit. No more messing around. It's 2024. We've been talking about it for a decade now. The earth is flat. You guys just need to get over it. We need to address it. We need to have this conversation. and everybody needs to stop dancing around it, because it's part of it. It's part of all the lies. There's a lot of lies going on in the world, and flat earth is part of it. I mean, you can't just dismiss it. It's one of the biggest things. That's like, that was, you know, one of the things in that Finding the Curve documentary. He was so, Enar, who now won't talk about it, but when he made it, he was like, if this is true, this is the biggest story. It is the biggest lie. It is just so huge. You know, and it is. It's literally the earth we live on. It is a lie about the very thing that sustains all life as we know it. Everything that we know. Every wonderful, beautiful, horrible, disgusting thing that ever happens in life happens on Earth, and they lie to us about what Earth is. That's huge. It's huge. Which means they lie about how this place works, you know, the physics of it. It's huge. So it's time for all these places to quit. The mocking, it's got to stop. I mean, at this point, it's just stupid if they just laugh. It's like, what are you laughing? You nervous laugh? I mean, at this point, I'm over it. Like, if you're still just mocking it, you're just a dipshit. You're a dipshit who's gonna get left behind. Or you're a deceiver. You're a controlled op. You know? Except North Korea. Thank you, Stephanie. Dutch Flat Earth Conference, huh? Okay, let me see if I could I gotta translate this. English. Translate this page. There we go. So it's not at a hotel. It's at an event center, September 28th and 29th. That's pretty cool. So you have to get your own hotel. Limburg. Where other conferences stop, the EFEC begins. What's EFEC? Is that European Flat Earth Conference? But then it's called Dutch Flat Earth Conference. Interesting. Franz Hesslinger. Oh my gosh, Darren Nesbitt. Isn't he the concaver? Cool. I haven't heard of most of these people. That's cool. You got some new people. Nice. Participate with a stand. Very cool. There's Iru. Iru's funny. His flat sign is never flat. Yeah, that's cool, you guys. Awesome. By Iro Landucci, a Gnostic ether related with the flat earth and the electric cosmos and syncretism. Peter Varik. Looks like he's got some cosmic egg stuff going on here. Interesting. I can't read Dutch, so I don't know what that's saying. Unfortunately, the pictures don't get translated by Google Translate. Really cool, though. It's good to see other countries doing stuff. Very nice. Very nice. That is awesome. Pandering, basically. They talked about dragons. I did not. Your dog got a 4-ounce steak for his birthday? Did Ted tell you that? I think, yeah, Ted, Remy had his 11th birthday on the 28th. Yesterday was my dog, Sir Remington, the pit bull, his 11th birthday yesterday. And yes, he did. He got some filet mignon for his birthday dinner. Cause we love Remy. He's a spoiled doge. He's a good boy. Ted must have posted that. Ted likes to post about Remy. Ted posts to Facebook more than I do. I took Facebook off my phone because I kept wanting to argue with people about stuff. So I deleted it. Here. Remy. There's Remy. Aw, he's such a good boy. And that's him getting his steak dinner. Waiting for his steak dinner. Happy birthday, Rem Rem. He's such a good boy. I love that dog. He's the best dog ever. Yeah. Getting the house ready to sell. Moving to Greenville, Spartanburg area in June. Super stoked. Really, Brandon? Hey, by the way, any of my local peeps listening, Spicy, Sarah, Cammie, I think we need to start doing a monthly meetup. You know, I feel like we are really slipping not having a monthly meetup. I think we just take for granted that all of us are here and like we do meet up together on our own. Like we have this, it's really awesome because in this area we have a group of flat earthers that we're all friends with and we just hang out. Whenever we all want to hang out, you know, we take turns hosting each other at our houses for dinner. We get together, we make all kinds of great food and laugh and just have fun. It's the best. But we don't have a monthly meetup. We need to do a monthly meetup so we can start getting to know more flat earthers in the area. I feel like there's a lot of people here and we don't really know them or see them or hear from them because we're not doing monthly meetups and we need to do this. So later, let's get together. Let's figure out a spot where we can set up a monthly meetup once a month, like a Saturday or something, a Friday or Saturday, maybe a Saturday so Ted can go, Saturday night or something. And let's start doing a monthly meetup here in our area. We really need to do that. Drayton Mills, that place was cool. Yeah, Sarah, we need to do it. We need to have something monthly that's regular because we don't have anything that's regular and we really should be doing that. We should be doing that. I really feel like we should be doing that. We're slipping. We are slipping over here. Wait, what is this bullshit I just caught out of the side of my eye here? Space laser transmission strikes Earth from 140 million miles away? What? Oh my god, look at this stupid shit. Earth just received a laser transmission from a world and perhaps universe record-breaking 140 million miles away, which could have major implications for the future of space travel. However, this correspondence wasn't terrestrial in origin. It was actually sent by NASA's Psyche spacecraft, which is currently located at approximately 1.5 times the distance between Earth and the Sun. This represents a significant... You guys... The inverse square law. The inverse square law debunks all of this bullshit. All of this bullshit. The inverse square law debunks the moon landing. It debunks space satellites millions of miles away. It debunks all that bullshit. The laws of physics tell us that this is absolute and utter bullshit. How can they still be... This is just going to show you how dumbed down people are. Because they're able to keep saying ridiculous things that aren't even physically possible, and people just eat it up. So stupid. The wooden shoes. The Dutch coffee shops have American trees now, and it costs like 2x to 3x what they're charging here. So strange how it flipped. That's weird. You guys don't want our stuff anyway. The stuff over there, when I was there in 2019, whatever cannabis they had there was just fine. You don't need to pay 2 and 3x for stuff from America. Trust me. Don't do it. Don't waste your money. Debunk spectroscopy too. Yes! What's the inverse square law? We'll go over it real quick and then I'm going to wrap it up. The inverse square law. Okay, so basically this is the light source, right? Light expands, right? It goes out when it starts at one point, but as it starts, you know, light or any other signal, radio signal, any electromagnetic signal, right? It starts from a source, and then once you spray it out, like into the ether, it starts to spread, and it spreads exponentially. So right here from the source to let's see. R represents the measured points. The lines represent the flux emanating from the sources and fluxes. The total number of flux lines depends on the strength of the light source and is constant with increasing distance. So the signal gets weaker the farther away it gets from the source, right? So to have a signal that can maintain any sort of integrity over millions of miles, you would have to blast out a signal that is like a death ray. You know, they don't even have equipment that can broadcast a signal strong enough that by their own admittance of the inverse square law has enough power to travel 1.5 million miles and still be detectable. Like, they tell you that they send these signals out and they come back and they're reading like a 1/quadrillionth billionth of a photon information, and that's the signal they're reading. Yeah, fucking right. No, they're not. They just make shit up. So when you spread something out, when you put out a signal, it's just like a laser. When we were doing the laser, we had to have a highly specified collimated lens put on this laser to make the laser beam stay in the shape of a beam for as long as possible, because once it starts once the laser beam leaves the laser, it gets bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger. And it's exponential. Exponential. It's like it multiplies. So even, you know, so that's why it's harder than it even sounds to like, take a laser pointer and you go stand 15 miles that way and I'll stand over here and we'll look at each other and we'll show you that the earth is flat. It's harder than it sounds because the light ray from the laser spreads out, and it can be really hard to see. In fact, sometimes you can't even see the laser. You don't see the light at all. You have to see the source of the laser, and then that's how you can tell that you're seeing something, you know, because you have to see the source of it, because the light fades so quickly. So the signals like calling the moon, that's bullshit. You cannot call the moon and then have the signal come back. I mean, it's such crap. It's such crap. It's a lie. All of it is a lie. I'm rolling up Animal Runs 30% THC. Oh my gosh. Yeah. Right. The stars are much closer. Everything's much closer. Everything is local. Everything is small and local. Right? But satellites. Getting out of Cali. I wish I could get my mom to get out of Cali. About finding the curve. Finding the curve is better than behind the curve. The only thing that sucks is that I can't put that Finding the Curve series on YouTube because YouTube automatically deletes it. So you got to go somewhere else to watch it. I've got it on my Odyssey channel. I think I found it on Brighteon. I want to try to upload it to as many places as I can. I think I'm going to try to put it on Rockfin. It's a beautiful series. Beautiful series. Very well done. Very well. He did such a great job editing it and telling his story. It really is one of the best series. Highly entertaining. I suggest you guys go watch it. And I know you meant Behind the Curve. I'm saying Finding the Curve is better than Behind the Curve. Come to the Redwood Forest. You're looking at Boiling Springs. The Carolinas are cool, man. You really can't go wrong. I mean, there's some places that are more country bumpkin than others, you know. But this is I love living. I actually really like living in this area. I'm cool with it. I have Listexia search Finding the Curve. Yeah, Ben's got some good stuff. He's our resident alchemist. All right, you guys, I think I'm going to wrap it up. It is almost 1:30. So I'm going to get off of here and get to doing some stuff around my house and taking care of business. And I really appreciate all of you being here with me for Coffee Talk on Monday mornings. And yeah, don't forget to join me and Mark Sargent back here tomorrow night at 10 p.m. for another fine episode of Strange World. Oh, by the way, keep your eyes peeled for an amazing interview with Mark Sargent on a very, very, very big channel coming up this weekend on Saturday the 4th. Mark Sargent is going to be on a very, very big channel. I'm not sure if I'm supposed to say anything or not about it. Feed the chickens. I don't have any chickens to feed. Yes, it's too soon, because I don't have any chickens to feed. So yes, it's definitely too soon. Alright, you guys. What else? Let's see. I'm also not liking any dumb country songs. I'm glad you guys are with me on the anti-country movement, because I can't stand it. Alright, you guys. Where is my... Why can't I get this to come up? Alright, here we go. Alright. Alright, you guys. Thanks for being here. Much love. See y'all. And for those who wish to send me stuff through snail mail, you can send it to P.O. Box 10, Earl, North Carolina, 28038. There are also links below for Flat Earth merch, and you can send me donations. And I do appreciate all the support. Sincerely, thank you very much. Also, please go to flatearthfestivals.com for all information about upcoming Flattoberfests and Flat Earth-friendly local meetups. If you are organizing a local Flat Earth meetup, email me at flatearthfestivals@protonmail.com with your meetup information to have it listed on the website for free. For everything else, you can email me at karenbfe@protonmail.com. Thank you for being